Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. They say, once you pray, you done paid the toll. But the narrow gate's tight, gotta fight for your soul. Like a bride with no oil, you ain't ready to roll. Faith without fruit, that tree getting cold. Hebrews 10:26, read the word and read. If you trample on grace, ain't no covering left. This ain't a hall pass, it's a covenant test. You walk away from the way, you invite your death. Like Lot's wife looking back with a grin. Turn to salt cause her heart stayed in sin. You can start in the race and still not win. Core 9:27, Paul said discipline. Ain't no free ride. This walk take fight. You can fade out fast. In the dead of night, they say once in the light, but the path ain't wide. Salvation's a road, not a one-time flight. We ain't holding no ticket, we hold to the vine. You can fall from the grace if you flirt with the line. So walk in the fear and stay alive. Don't let your name get scraped off the spine. John 15 said, abide in me. Will you dry like a branch tossed into the sea? Faith ain't dead, but it sure can't sleep. Sin will creep in like a wolf in fleece. Jews said some were saved, but then they fell. From Egypt to desert, they died in the shell. So don't quote Paul without reading it well. He warned of the cutting off Romans 11 that yell. Like demons love the world, packed his bags. Well, Saul got anointed, then fell through the cracks. Kingdom ain't cheap, there's weight in the facts. And the gate ain't wide, that's a biblical map. Can't preach grace with no fear of God. That cross ain't cheap, it was paid in blood. If you bury your talents or play with the frauds, you gon' hear the part. Not in my son, ain't no free ride. This walk take fight, you can fade out fast. In the dead of night, they say once in the light, but the path ain't wide. Salvation's a road, not a one-time flight. We ain't holding no ticket, we hold to the vine. You can fall from the grace if you flirt with the line. So walk in the fear and stay alive. Don't let your name get scraped off the spine. Don't let your
Ladies and gents, get. Ladies and gents, get. Ladies and gents, get. Praise I am, now you praise your own name. Tom playing God while he chokes on his shame. Dude drunk on stream, running off at the lips. 10 hours of blasphemy, threats and sips. Trying to slander real saints from your devilish den, while the spirit weeps for the lives you pretend. I live in the chat like a ghost in disguise with a Jezebel tongue. The venom don't lie.
Y'all baptized in pride, false grace is your gospel. Twisting the word like a snake in the hostel. Calling out sin, all y'all celebrate it. Drunk fake Mary, child negating. You ain't sheep, you hyenas. Impact live stream your lies while truth stabs back. Claiming repentance is just a mind change. Just reshuffle roles in the same old game.
Wolves in white robes, we see through your mask. You fake the Holy Ghost while you drink from the flask. Your temple's burning, the fire's divine. Praise I am, you ain't even online with the vine. Praise I am.
Dude, you a clown, no honor, no spine. Talking about calling Max White, but you ain't got a dime. No vows, no truth, just a blow up bride. You abandoned your kid, then hopped on live, trying to flex theology. You flunked out grace, worship yourself, then spit in Christ's face. Drunk live stream, you confess your own faith. You ain't walking in light, you driving in hate.
Time in the shadows, orchestrating the scam. Little cult leader with a coward's plan. You delete, deflect, crushed in denial when it's hot, but your walls got moles and your secrets rot. I live fake, playing nice, but a mask been cracked. Passive aggressive, keeping cover for the pack. So you cast out the devil, but he's still on your stream, still running his mouth in your wicked regime.
Wolves in white robes, snakes in a choir, playing with the word while you're fanning hellfire. You ain't repenting, just changing the cast. We got the receipts, you won't outlast.
You built your house on YouTube lives, living for likes while the sparrow spies. Different accounts, same curse root. You mock the truth, now you reap its fruit. Thought you tossed us like bones in the ditch, but we rose with fire. Now watch us switch. We are macking you paranoid daily. Don't know who's who or who's been failing. Leaking your secrets, exposing your scams. While y'all play church with blood on your hands. We the ones you try to silence and mock. Now the hammer of truth gon' break your clock. You fake deliverance with a serpent's hiss, but can't cast out, but you still coexist. Your cosplay prophets till evangelist scum. Preach your staff, then die in your rum. You ain't fight Satan, you bed with the beast. Feasting on sheep while pretending to preach. Y'all done sealed your doom, we just pulling the veil. Every lie you told now sings your own tale.
Wolves in white robes, the hunt is on, the lamb ain't blind, judgment's drawn. You mock the cross, now face the king. No grace remains when the sparrow sings. No grace remains when the sparrow.
In a land of algorithms and shadows, a lone warrior rides, cutting through lies like steel through mist.
Saint Samurai, cloak dipped in holy flame, scrolls in the sash, not chasing online fame, wanders through YouTube's digital planes, where cloud demons troll and curses reign. Isaiah blade, forged in divine light, he swing proverbs like Connors in fight night. No weapon form, that's Isaiah 54, he guards the meek when the wolves are at the door. Apostles in the comments, trolls speaking forks, he behead them with psalms and chalk outlines and chalk. Cyber Pharisees threaten jobs and bam trees, doctors play God, Saint Samurai disagrees, exposes fake shepherds in Gucci robes, wolves in live streams sniffing out souls, calls them out not for clout but redemption, standing in the fire like Meshach dimension.
Saint Samurai, cut through lies, swing that word in the midnight skies, protect the flock, expose the frauds, warriors rise with the armor of God. He don't play, he don't run, he speak truth and he walk with the sun. In your waist down, he beat the storm, lighten your demons. He speak truth and he walk with the sun. In your waist down, he beat the storm, lighten your demons. He speak truth and he walk with the sun. In your waist down.
Oh, good. There we go. I didn't copy you. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are trying to figure out how to do this in a dual situation. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are trying to figure out how to do this in a dual situation. My bad. There we go. Okay, fix that. Okay. All right. Still trying to figure out how to do this in such a way where we could do this typically as a dual thing for some of the other streams and projects that we want to do, but as you can see, Lo has arrived safely. She is home safe. Nikki, I'm sure you're happy to see her, as I'm sure many people are. And yes, Lo is home. So welcome home, Lo. So it's great. We have a bit of a busy afternoon and evening and some errands to run and familial duties to see to. But we pushed the stream a little bit further, just to do the announcement. Everyone could see everything. And then, people like some of these degenerates like Clay and some of the others stop claiming this is a fake relationship or something online or all the other nonsense and ridiculousness and fake marriage, this and that, as if it's any of their business. I've heard these people, back and forth with Dud and Olive and their marriage. And, well, whatever it is, it is. And, but to take from their position and then throw out criticisms about what a marriage is, when I could never see, nor would I predict in the future, to ever see Paul on cam, because he's probably running for warrants, and certainly never expect to see Olive along with him on cam, because I don't even expect it necessarily they'll ever be in the same room. So anyway, so here it is. Wanted to introduce Lo to everyone, in person next to me, and us, of course, as a couple. And so we will probably talk about doing some tandem projects and stuff in the future. There's a few things we're discussing and not discussed in the past, but she is here and she is present. Certainly I wanted everyone to be able to see her and her in our new life, beginning our new life on our new home. So yeah, hopefully, well done, basement brother. Yeah. So we're going to go through a few things. We planned a few things to do a little bit of reactions to some stuff and some interactions today, and we're going to move through it. And then, of course, when we do A's, by the way, I do see you in the back. You're welcome to stay there. We're just going to go through a few things that we wanted to react to, I guess, as a kind of couple stream type deal. And then we'll start letting people in if we still have some time at the end. But I did put the link up there if people want to join. So the first thing is something that Lo came across. She was out there searching and came across a video about, what was it, Jorn and Vorn, right?
No, our two favorite people.
Two of our favorites, Jorn and Vorn. And they have themselves in a mild predicament. Now, sweetheart, if you could, maybe you can help elaborate on a little bit of lore, because I think you followed this a little bit. Now, Von Helton, I don't want to give a whole huge, bit of history on that too much, because that's a deep.
Well, let's start with John, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
John is homeless in his car because his wife left him after like 3 months, I want to say.
Was it that short?
3 months of marriage?
His elderly wife that he met at Walmart. Yes.
Elder. She's not that.
Whatever. We all know what it's about. It's fine.
You're not wrong.
Continue.
What about Vaughn?
Well, no. What about John?
That's why John is in his.
What about
that's
John?
why John's homeless.
John lives
is what
in his
I'm
car.
saying. That's why he's in his car.
That's the context you need. John lives in his car, and Vaughn has a very deep history and lore as well. Von Helton, if anyone knows him, he's a frequenter to many of the locale channels, but he recently was kicked off of his property where he lived in his dilapidated trailer, where he lost custody of his kids 13 times over the
13
years.
13 times the charm.
So 13 times was the charm to get him finally removed from his custody. Go Clay County, Kentucky CPS. Well done. Absolutely well done. So anyway, Von Helton was removed from his property. I don't know, it was some sort of bequeathing situation. Someone else in the family ended up getting the property that he was in. Some sort of accusation about him letting his mom die, leaving her, on the floor
accusation.
A long time. Well, it was relatively clear that he left her unattended and not checked on for a significant period of time.
And then she fell and had a stroke, and he said he left her there and came back like a couple hours later to make sure everything was good. As you do.
So, we're not talking about the best characters in the bunch, if you know what I mean. So, good evening, Paul. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Paul, I introduce you to my lovely bride, my wife, Lo, Mrs. Smoky Saint. So, we're going to play a little bit of this. I have to mute so that this doesn't play over the microphone or it's going to be a mess. I hope the audio is coming in okay. Again, we're going to work on it. Probably is terrible. I apologize if it's terrible. We will do better prepping for any type of tandem stream. We just wanted to throw something together rather quickly. So we're kind of winging it. I apologize if this is less than optimum in audio and other things. So I hope you guys are hearing us okay, but we're going to play this and I have to mute while the video plays because it's playing over. Okay, well, good. All right. Well, thank you, James. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and play this and we'll do a little bit of reaction. Just remind me to unmute when it's time for us to talk. Otherwise I'll be up. Okay. All right, here we go.
So surprise trolls. Yeah. When I say a thing, you can take it to the bank. And like I said, there's more surprises coming, I assure you, because this is not over. This is the beginning. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Right? There's more shit coming. And
you bet you bought a bell on that one.
And you trolls are not going to like it. I'm telling you, you're not going to like it. Because I get up here, I get me a job. It's all over. And I can do it. I can do it. I got 2 years of business administration. I got 1 year of accounting. I've got 2 years of real estate law, 2 years of broadcasting. yeah, I don't have a bit of trouble getting an accounting job or any high paying paperwork job. It's just that where I was at in Kentucky, those jobs do not exist. They literally do not exist. Or if they do exist, the only place they're going to be is Lexington or Louisville, which sucks. So no, now that I'm in a place where there is actual decent jobs that pay well, expect some changes. Expect some changes, trolls, because you're going to be first. You're going to be surprised. I'm telling you, you're going to be real surprised because, like I said, this is just the beginning. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Now I know. Obviously, you know, there's no way to bring the dogs back. There's no way to bring my mom and dad back. There's no way to bring Andrea back. But I can salvage the kids and maybe some of my inheritance, and we'll see what happens there. But when the kids turn 18, oh boy, because I already told the kids, I said, you go and get the best fucking job you can get. Lawyers, doctors, you know, people that make shit tons of money. and I told them, I said, the reason you want to do this is so that you can wreak vengeance on what they done to your mommy and daddy. And they absolutely intend to do exactly that.
Come on.
His son is developmentally disabled, and he told him to go be a doctor or a lawyer so that you can sue people on the internet.
You see what you're dealing with here, by the way? Do you get this? Like this is the caliber of individual.
7-figure job with a high school diploma.
High seven figures.
High school diploma and a couple of years of community college.
What is going on, man? Right? Can you guys?
Can anyone find that job for me too?
Right?
The 7-figure job.
And you're
with
what? I mean,
college.
considering the fact that Vaughn's worked 2 jobs in his old decrepit old life. Okay, and you have had a solid career that you've held down for
since
5 years. Yeah. So I mean, really, like, come on, like this is legitimately absurd. Truly, it is.
Oh no! William. Look who it is.
All right, well, Will, we gotta let
tomatoes.
in. All right, we gotta let Will in. Yeah. Hi, Will. How you doing? William.
No, he's just there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I have to fix my audio. Sorry.
Well, now see, we have to do the mute thing, or else it's probably gonna echo. William, say something and see if it echoes.
I am working on it. I'm putting my earbud in. That's what's happening.
Is it echoing, chat? Is there an echo when he talks?
Well, I keep muting myself after I stop, so just let me.
It's not you. I'm not talking about you. It's how we're doing the audio right now because we haven't set up this dual situation completely.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right there.
It's fine. I just wanted to see if there was an echo. You're fine. It's nothing. You already did the thing I wanted you to do. So you don't need to keep doing anything. You already did the one thing I wanted you to do. So we're good. Okay. No echoing. Okay, so that's good. All right. So then all right. Well then fine. Okay.
So then maybe
good.
we can just
maybe this will just work. All right. That's good. Okay. William, did you want to contribute something? Okay. Great. That's awesome. Okay, well, I guess we'll play the video some more. Tell me if the video echoes, anyone. Let me know.
They intend to do exactly that. So just be prepared, troops. Because this is not over. This is not the end.
I feel like
this is the beginning.
Fuck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we got John and Vaughn live in person together. Holy shit.
The doctor makes house calls.
The doctor makes
You're next, trolls. You're next.
So holy shit, Vaughn, you made a fucking leap.
22-hour drive
with a couple naps
with only a couple naps in between. So yeah,
you did pretty fucking good.
I did pretty good. Yeah.
I can't believe you actually fucking did it.
I absolutely I said I would do it, and I did it.
You had to.
Well, and I had to, yeah. But I said I'd do it, and I did it, and
we fucking did it, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. People are going to be shitting a brick, and we're going to be all over the fucking internet. Every piece of shit troll is going to back this up and
probably is. That's what video. That don't bother me. But yeah, man. So yeah, hey trolls, you're next, motherfuckers.
Yeah. So you made the schlep all the way to fucking Jersey. We won't say where we are, but we're
somewhere
hanging out in the fucking car, charging the phone. Vaughn's fucking phone is dead. Jesus.
My phone is dead. Yeah, so we're charging my phone, but so trolls. Yeah, hey, surprise, motherfuckers. Be prepared. Be prepared. The Boy Scout motto: always be prepared.
That's right. He made this drive with no car insurance over several states, ladies and gentlemen.
Which, if your car is not insured, it's not registered. They cancel your registration. So you're driving uninsured, unregistered vehicle over several states. Like, isn't that like a felony? Probably.
Yeah. William, do you want to say anything?
Not really. Not.
Why are you going to join? Why are you going to join and do this? You know I'm going to give you priority to join, and you come in with it. What do you want? Well, yeah.
I thought my stuff was gonna work. I was listening on my earpiece. I was listening on my fucking earpiece.
Okay. What is going on right now?
Stop yelling at him.
What is going on? I don't want to know what's going on.
He's just a little guy.
Okay.
He's just a little guy. Stop yelling at him. Look at him.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
Put him in the back.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
Get him out of here.
William, are you going to say anything else, or is this just? He used to come. It's funny at the very, very beginning of our relationship. He used to admit he'd want to come in just to derail whatever
we were talking,
because he would say, "Oh well, whatever Smokey's covering is boring as shit anyway." So I'm going to go in there and derail and entertain. It's ultimately how we ended up becoming best friends. At the very beginning was that. Well, it's not wrong. That's fine. Okay, so let's skip forward here a little bit.
Let me tell you. Let me tell
So
you.
did John come and get you, or did you drive there? Well, I love how everyone wants to get all the information out. Let's just don't worry about how things came about.
Yeah,
Don't worry about my uninsured vehicle.
Yeah, don't worry
I
about
probably
it.
shouldn't say anything about the financial backers.
We're not
You don't know what they're willing to do. They might bring someone here to Jersey, and
They might bring someone to Jersey and try some shit, but that's okay. Let them try.
we got a lot of.
That'd be very stupid on their part.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be very stupid on their part. Like I said, them pasta eating boys ain't a figment of my imagination.
The Ponce eating boys.
They're real. They're real. They're very real. Yeah, surprise, trolls. Fuck you. Surprise. So, you underestimated me again, trolls, now didn't you?
Yeah.
And
And I make sure Vaughn be okay. I know it's gonna be shitty to stay in
No,
the car.
you
but
don't
we'll
know
find
this,
you-
but Vaughn's
We're gonna
very
find you a place.
connected.
At least.
I'll
Take
get
a
we'll
shit,
get a place.
shower.
We'll get a place. We'll get a place.
Maybe take a flight.
We'll get a place.
Maybe what should we ask the Muslim ex-wife if you could use the shower and clean up a little bit of the place?
Nah, I just get my own place.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to get my own place.
Just sneak in there.
No,
and-
no, fuck that.
Oh,
Can
I
I
don't
use
think
your
it'll be
shower?
No,
Can my
no, she wanna
homeless
fucking jihad my ass.
elderly
Well,
dead
She might.
friend
She might.
No,
No,
I
no,
didn't
use your
think you actually picked him
shower,
up. You're a good man,
please?
John. All right, well,
John did not pick me up.
Vaughn actually drove.
Von drove.
He
Here's
actually,
my car. Here's my.
no, don't show.
Oh, yeah, that's
Don't
right.
show.
Okay,
They'll
okay.
fucking.
That's
John,
right.
when we got 27 minutes, we'll go on for a little bit more and we'll call it a day.
Oh, yeah. You got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time?
We got plenty of time.
I
I didn't know.
You don't know? You're not tired?
No.
No? Oh,
No.
fuck me. I bet you.
I told you I could go 3 days without.
All right, okay.
I can go 3 fucking days. If
I don't know how you got now. I don't know how we're gonna go. I guess we'll.
I know
I know
I'll be
something.
right. I'll be
I know a place we can park up.
I'll be just fine right there.
I won't even say where we're gonna be, but
Well, you
That
can't say
would
where we're
be
gonna be.
some
yeah.
That would
You
be
know,
something.
I don't know. You know what? I hope Vaughn
I
Forced to
know.
be in the
we play
car.
the lottery or something. You win
Save
fucking
the
money.
know.
We'll call it a day. Never be seen again.
Yeah.
If you never see us ever again, Vaughn
Yeah.
hit the lotto. We
Would know.
went to the Caribbean.
know.
That's right, man.
Lots
Lots of hotties, man.
Yeah.
Lots of hotties. Big ass yacht, but lots of hotties, man.
You'll never see us
Never
again.
see us again. That's right. That's right. And you'll never find us because we'll be in international waters where you dumb motherfuckers can't touch us.
Oh,
Or where anybody can touch us.
great.
Nobody
It's
can
gonna
touch us.
be floating.
just
Nobody can touch us
floating
in
around.
international waters.
This is the
International
first time
waters
you guys
and
met in
where we
person.
are.
Krista wants to know. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
first
this
time.
is,
Just
this is the
streaming
first
out
time.
in
Man.
the middle of
This is
the
the first time.
ocean.
So I'll give me a 7 figures job and
Oh,
probably
yeah.
in accounting or some other management.
Let's get that done, man.
And let's get that done.
Go out
And then I'll be the one
you
saying
know,
go get a job.
in the middle of
motherfucker.
the ocean. No
Watch
one
it
can
happen.
tell you what to do.
Watch it happen. Or worse yet, I'll get into politics and I'll throw you all in fucking
Oh,
prison where you belong.
oh,
Yeah.
I,
'Cause that's where you belong.
of course.
They do
Vaughn
belong-
is
they
someone
belong
who actually
fucking
definitely wants to
Yes, they do. Hey, let me get my tea in the car. Let me go get my tea out of my car.
Oh, you got tea?
Yeah, let my tea in the car. Damn it.
Oh, you left the tea in the car.
I left my tea in the car. Yep. If I can get out of your car.
Good.
There we go. Oh.
Hang on, Kaz.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
Oh, yeah. There's midnight.
There's a boo.
He left
Sit,
all
boo,
his
sit.
dogs, but he brought
There he is, motherfuckers.
You should have brought Floppy Dog.
I should have brought Floppy, but like I said, I didn't know if
This
we'd be
is,
able to find a place that allowed pets. That's what I was afraid of. But I should have brought him. In hindsight, I should have brought him.
Yeah.
And oh my God, he would love this. He would love this right now.
Oh, can you
If
imagine?
I let him out, man, he'd be all over
That
the parking lot,
dog
sniffing
in
at
there
everything and
with
peeing on
this?
everybody's tires.
He was not a
He loves to be
basic
on tires.
Brought the computers.
I should have not left my
Left the dogs.
dog.
Well, no, the dog. Oh, what do you think?
Property that
What
was
do you think the
kicked out of.
financial
Yeah,
backers did?
gee,
It's
I
the
wish
dog,
I would
right?
have brought
No,
my.
I think they probably cooked up
my
shopping for dinner.
dogs
To be
with
honest
me.
with you,
No, they just
they're just fucking scum.
they just
Brandon
fall
Iron?
upon a pound and take it away. You know, I've been getting emails from people saying, "Mom, why didn't you fucking take care of business, man? Why?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
here's the
why?
reason why. The reason why is because God said don't. If the God had not said don't,
You would have been open up a can of whoop
I
ass.
should have opened up a can of whoop ass long
Nah,
time.
you're a
What if there's any
pagan.
whores walking
God,
around
what are you
and
No, we
talking
ain't even going
about?
there.
No, you want to make a girl?
I know it's the
Oh,
baggage that comes with
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, we gotta get going. I need to get sleep. I have to wake up.
He's got to work.
No, I don't have work tomorrow.
You don't have to work tomorrow.
but I do have people to drive around. I make money driving people around.
Right, Uber, Lyft.
Uber, I do the Uber. So I gotta do that. So I gotta leave you alone for a little bit.
I'm
there,
sure
Vaughn,
the
but
Uber.
it's all right. We'll drop you off at McDonald's.
wow.
If I got into an Uber and this was in there, I would.
No, you know what's worse?
I would cancel
hold on.
immediately.
It's so much
Look at 'em.
worse. It's so much worse. You have to think that these two delinquents and their disgusting, filthy fucking bodies are sleeping in this car and then going around and picking up food orders and delivering it. I think the food.
No, they don't
hold
do the
on. Wait a
food.
minute.
He doesn't do the food.
He said he did.
No,
said-
no,
Let's
but
go
in an
back. Hold
earlier
on.
stream, he said that he didn't do the food
Hold
anymore
on.
because it wasn't
Hold on.
lucrative enough.
Hold on.
So maybe he did.
Hold
Maybe
on.
he did just say he does. But I know he does like rides.
He said Uber Eats. I swear.
I think
Did
he
he not
just
say
does
Uber
Uber.
Eats,
I think
everyone?
he
I
just does
thought I
regular
heard
Uber.
Uber Eats. I thought I heard Uber.
Shopping for dinner, to be honest with you.
No, they just
It's fucking scum.
they just called upon pound and had him take it away. You know, I've been getting emails from people saying, Vaughn, why didn't you fucking take care of business, man? Why?
Yeah.
And here's the reason why. The reason why is because God said don't. If the gods had not said don't,
You would have been opening up a can of whoop ass.
I'd have opened up a can of whoop ass a long time.
I wonder if there's any whores walking around. Any prostitutes?
No, we ain't even going there.
No, you want me to get a girl?
I don't want. I know it's the baggage that comes with
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well, we got to get going. I need to get sleep. I have to wake up early.
He's got to work.
No, I don't have work tomorrow.
We don't have work tomorrow.
But I do have people to drive around. I make
Right.
money driving people around.
Right, Uber, Lyft.
Uber, I do the Uber. So I got to do that. So I got to leave you alone for a little bit there, Vaughn. But
Fine.
it's all right. We'll drop you off at
Would you get it? Would you get in that freaking car?
No,
Legit?
no, I'd cancel it.
Legit?
No way.
Would you
dude.
get in that
Dude,
car?
no, look, this is just like a movie waiting to happen. Like this is the start of a horror movie. Like you get in the car with.
Hey,
these
everyone!
guys.
Like one's in chat. If there's no way in hell you would fucking take this ride.
Let me get a
one's
two
in chat.
if you would get in here.
Yeah, one's in chat. If you would cancel this shit as soon as you saw
Yeah,
this,
no.
or at least, you know what it would be. You know what it would be for me, because I might look at this and think, oh, maybe this is an interesting, some sort of like troll on interaction. Type thing, some sort of like online, gag deal, and they're just like funny guys and streamers, cash cab or some shit. I might even take the risk when I first saw them.
I
However,
wouldn't get.
however,
let alone this one.
what would probably seal the deal for me in terms of absolutely canceling this ride would be the aroma that would waft out of the car as soon as I opened the door. That would be the one. That would be the one that would seal the ticket.
No, but keep in mind that
this
you're
cancel
6'4".
button.
You're 6'4". So you
That
might get in
would-
the car
what's
with
going-
these two.
I have several.
This
You're
would
in
not.
these two.
That would. You know what? That would not factor in long before the.
I have
smell.
multiple inquiries. I have many questions.
Let's go.
So is Vaughn visiting John, or is
No,
he living with
he's
John?
No,
living
they're
in the
in their
car.
house. They're in their house right now.
It's their
That's what's
home.
happening.
He's living in
They're
the
living
car.
in the
Okay, are
house.
they living? Yeah, I understand that the car is a living situation. But are they? Is this where they both live now?
Mhm.
Yes.
What happened to Kentucky?
And
So-
and Vaughn is smelling so bad right now that Jorn, I should say, recommended that he call his elderly Muslim ex-wife to see if she would be willing to let his newly homeless elderly friend go and take a shower in her bathroom.
You know how stinky you have to be before your friends like, I'll call
What?
my ex.
Wait. What the fuck?
We just watched it.
So, but
We
what
just
happened
watched
to
it.
Kentucky?
We watched John say, "I could call my ex-wife and see if she'll let you take a shower over there. You haven't showered in a while because it smells something. Come on, dude. You know what must be coming off of on right now, and it's
I'm trying to be kind.
I mean,
I'm
if
trying
you
to practice
smell
kindness.
awful things in your life, and I think most of us have,
All I'm gonna say is, you know what I told you. That's all
How
I'm
long
gonna
was he
say.
kicked out ago? Do you know how long ago? How long ago was it?
He left like yesterday or the day before. No, because he said this was like a 20-something hour drive. So from when he got like kicked out to now. And he doesn't shower to begin with. He has said on multiple occasions, I don't have money for soap, so I don't bathe. He doesn't bathe to begin with.
I wonder how funny would it be? Okay, I know that we're done with homeless people, but hear me out. What if
Nope.
we got them together?
Nope. Nope.
You,
No.
no, not in California.
No.
Not in California.
Not there either. Don't. You're
William.
done.
You stop
Stop.
with it. Please stop with it. It's please.
That's
no.
it.
Do not invite any more
No,
weird
you know what?
creatures.
They can stay at your house.
Do
Put them at your house.
I'll tell you what. Yes, that is the option. That's
Mhm.
where you should propose. Is that they should move in with you. They should take over some sort of. I don't know. You probably have a
didn't say
closet or a
any-
pantry. You probably have a pantry, right?
I'm
you know,
sorry.
just lay down a couple
You got a
sleeping bags. It could be
basement?
bunk bed, style.
Wait, no, listen.
And-
Why are we thinking it's even New York? There's one other person that we know that could make this a trinity. Who else do we know that's offered to let people stay at his house?
Who are you talking?
Who are we thinking of? Let me think.
Lo, you would know. You would know.
I'm thinking.
He's offered to let somebody else we know live with them too.
No, I know who it is. No, don't. No, come on. No,
Who is it?
no, don't. It's not going to work. Don't even say
Who
the
is
name.
it?
Don't say the name.
Who is it? I don't know who.
It's Ray.
It's Brett
It's Ray.
Keane.
It's
No,
Ray.
that's not.
No,
No.
it's Brett Keane.
That's Ray's in New York.
Oh, okay. Well, Brett Keane's
Yeah,
here.
Brett.
Well, Brett
It's
Keane's
Brett.
This would be the best trio.
No.
Oh my god. If these three live together.
Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Brett
me
one
out.
of these days here,
Come on.
and I'm gonna say, look,
Come on.
your two best friends in the whole wide world are homeless. They need a
are
place to
his
live,
buddies.
and they have
You need a
spare
little
rooms
help with
because
rent.
both of his kids
Well, I'll tell you-
are out of the house. They're empty nesters.
You know what?
He's got plenty of room.
Let's everyone admit that everyone would watch a show with those three.
I would watch it every fucking night, and I would give
I would
Brett
watch
money
a
to it.
live stream feed of their house
Yeah.
like they do with animals.
I would watch it.
Like,
I'd watch
$10 a month. I would pay. I would pay 3/4 of a Netflix subscription to watch that every
would too.
fucking
I'd pay a
month.
full
too.
Netflix
Yeah, I would do that.
subscription.
Yeah. Maybe we could get some sort of like
15?
production. Can we do like a production thing like freaking
much.
Keemstar did with Locale Live and just kind of
Just
maybe
adopt
grease the
these
wheels,
people.
like I don't know, you offer them a little stipend, to do the opening
I
bit and
would.
see
If he
it
put
beats
it
anywhere.
all on paper, if he put it, that would be great for all of them. Because if he put that on fucking Patreon or something, or somewhere, they would have to get an LLC or something for a company so that people couldn't violate
you
the
what.
copyright.
Maybe this is a good opportunity to pitch the idea, and William, you can run with this. You have contact with these people in some capacity, I assume. But let's look at some sort of deal
I
to, pitch something at them where maybe there is an offer to start a channel. They are the talent on the channel. They should go and live with Brett. And what will happen is we'll advertise it, we'll present it, we'll promote it, we'll do what we need to do to drag people in to look at it. We'll set up, monetization when we can. And when that monetization comes out, each one of them are, entitled to say a quarter, and the other quarter goes to production, which is this side.
I think that I am the only person who could organize this. I think
Okay,
I'm
work
the
on
only
it.
person who
Get
could
it done.
Work on it.
pitch
Do
it and sell.
We could offer some sort
I
of
will,
sign-on
absolutely.
bonus, and Brett gets
Sure.
the chance to do something nice for his friends. So, I think it's a great idea.
My dad,
actually.
I'm
Why
gonna.
doesn't he show that
My
great
dad's
Christian
coming over in
culture?
15. Listen, here's what I'm gonna do. My dad's coming over in 15 minutes. Okay. Or no, I have to give. Okay, I have to give the kid a bath in 15 minutes, and then in 45 minutes, my dad's coming over, and then I have to put my kid to bed at around 7:30. After that, somewhere between like 8:30 and 9 o'clock, the first thing I will do is contact Brett, and then I will get his. I will try to talk to him about it, and then if I
not
do, I will. If he
He
says
hates
yes, I will
He hates you a
contact
lot,
John.
man.
I will call him on the phone.
You would be better to find a proxy that Brett's okay with.
You think a proxy would be better?
Probably.
Well, because Brett hates you.
Why don't you pull the Rolodex out and call up one of those random trannies that owes you a favor? There's a couple
Does
of those
Cat owe
floating
me a
around, right?
favor? I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe not.
You know what? Quentin might be able to broker that.
Maybe.
I'll see if he's at work. No, you know what? I'll look to it. I'll look into it. You're right. I do know quite a lot of people. I could have somebody. I will get this done one way or another. I will at least give it the old college try.
Just always
This
remember,
needs to happen.
Brett hates you and wishes you were in hell. So, just in terms of
He does?
operational tactics, what are you talking about? He hates both of us to death. What are you talking about? Despises us both prolific. He even there was a video, what was it, a couple weeks ago or something like that. He called you out specifically about what a scumbag you are and that he'll never be friends with you and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Man,
no, he's been talking mad shit.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I don't know. He's on again, off again with that shit.
Dude, you get it. You know why. I mean,
Yeah, you are a dirtbag.
No. I'm saying because we're best friends and he hates me. I'm not saying it's because he's a dirtbag.
Oh, I am.
I tried to be friends with Brett a very long time ago, and it was very difficult. This was like 5-6 years ago. It was very difficult because he needs somebody to respond to his messages promptly. And I can't do that. I'm incapable of that. Anytime somebody wants to be friends with me, they're like, hey, we should hang out sometime. And I'm like, okay, just know that I'm probably not going to answer 75% of your phone calls. That's what I tell people now.
4 to 5 business days.
I have a kid, I have a wife, I have a property, I have a vehicle that needs to be maintained, I have a job, I've got we're harvesting in October, like that time's gonna be fucking busy with everything, including the fucking the weed and the fucking I don't know what the fuck to say with that one, and the fucking vegetables and the fucking pumpkins need to be ready for late October. I have too many things going on all the time to be available. And I work on weekends, which doesn't work for most people. So, and I don't have time to sit down and play an MMO. I talked to Smokey about this the other day. I found an MMO that we could probably play together at our leisure. And it would just have to be me and him playing together because we have about as much time for video games as one another these days. So if we were going to do it, it would have to be me and Smokey.
It's not a practical expectation these days with the amount of, just sit there and pour
really
time, There's got to be something really,
if you want to,
I'm really getting out of it.
Well, that's the thing. If you want to have a real life, like a wife and kids and responsibilities and stuff like that, you just don't have time. Never. You never have time for anything. You have to have friends that have the same kind of lifestyle. Right. Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, like nobody in particular.
Nobody in particular in this situation.
Like nobody in particular.
So we should move on.
And nobody else in particular who drinks a lot of water.
We should
move on. And by the way, Mazel Tov on your successful landing. I'm glad that you didn't get Al Qaeda by Iran, and or Summer of Love by people of no particular skin color.
Well,
in Los Angeles.
Thank you to everyone out there for all of the prayers for her safe arrival. That is also very much appreciated.
It wasn't looking great. It wasn't looking great for a minute.
For a minute, there were some concerns with, open warfare in the streets of LA. But
Smokey was talking about maybe I should get
heard you swear so much in my entire life.
You know what, man?
The amount of profanity.
Hold on. That was completely justified. I have never in my life gone to LA and hit that much traffic. And by the way, relatively smooth, little pockets here and there, traffic on it. Not that bad. I get within 1.5 miles of the airport, and it is dead stop. It took me, and I'm not kidding, an hour to go from where I was, right for that hour and a half, where I'm stuck in the middle of an underground tunnel, way out, stuck down there, and then finally get to where she is at her terminal. An hour. It was insane. I've never in my life.
People honking and screaming.
Oh my
and,
God.
like, just acting like animals.
They were, and it was an absolute circus. It was frightening.
What time were you going through traffic there?
This is 10 o'clock at night. This is 10 o'clock at night.
Well,
This is.
Oh yeah,
fair,
because we went
don't
through
have
really
jobs.
late. We got in at like midnight.
This
Yeah.
and I've never seen it so packed and busy, and I mean, the parking enforcement was just trying to keep
Yeah, and
up,
he's
like,
screaming and honking his little whistle, and he's like, "Please, guys, leave! Like, you can't park here. This is not for
and they don't
waiting
give
for
a fuck.
people."
They don't.
And they just push your fucking Escalade through everyone's life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your fucking big ridiculous car.
Yeah,
that nobody
pretty
needs.
much.
I haven't
So,
seen it. How good?
Um,
Oh wait, have I seen it? I don't know. Did you have it when I went up there?
seen what?
Your new vehicle. Oh no, you picked us up in the up. You borrowed the thing, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, that was a different vehicle. No, yeah, no, that was different. No, this one. No, you have not been out here since I got this vehicle.
Wait, so you have a big retarded Escalade? That's hot.
No,
We're talking about
fucking
people
almost
at
got
the
hit
airport.
by some retard.
There was like people in SUVs, and apparently people in SUVs at LAX
All
give
retarded.
zero fucks.
All
Like
retarded.
literally zero. Like,
They
I
just
will move,
go.
and you better get
Like,
out of
I'm
my
just
way.
going.
Like, that's it. I'm moving, and I'm bigger than you, so you better get out of the way.
The
That's
cyber trucks.
Yes.
Everyone in a Cybertruck is a douchebag.
Yeah.
If you own a Cybertruck, I think you're an asshole.
They extra.
Well, I was about to say,
extra.
Smokey was talking about going to Enterprise and getting a fucking Cybertruck because he was afraid he was going to get shot at. It was something that we talked about for a moment. It was an idea because they're bulletproof.
I was tempted to do so with the idea of open warfare being in the streets in LA because I knew what it would like.
And it was fine.
The National
No
Guard
such
was
thing.
being called, and
We
it
didn't
was
see
fine.
anything like that.
There was nothing like that. It was fine.
No, it was completely fine.
I almost said the N-word just now. I was going to say there were no,
The cat word.
on the road
Stop.
walking in it.
The William word. It's the William word. He says it.
See?
more.
Say he knows. Say Beckel knows.
Put that down.
That's accurate.
Put that
What are you talking
down.
about? That's
Get that
accurate.
off the screen. He said just kidding. He said just kidding right after.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
I'm gonna hide that
Hey,
comment.
You
I'm
can't.
gonna hide the
Smokey, because I only have 8
can't
minutes.
take it
I
back.
only have
that
8
away.
minutes. Go ahead and pull. Could you pull up YouTube and type in "shameless Spurg"?
No.
I'm serious.
Why?
No, I don't even want to
I'm
know
dead
what that
ass.
is.
Yes,
Why?
you do. I promise you. Just because it's
What?
just look at it. It's not anything weird or
fine.
demonetizing.
What it is even like? Okay.
Is this going to be some type of?
Do you know what it is, or
It's
you
a
just,
guy.
you just don't want it because it's
I
William?
don't want it because I
It's
know
a
who
guy-
it's asking for.
Wait,
It's something
listen.
wrong. because
Stop. It's a guy on
Hey,
the
fuck
internet
you.
who
Don't
bitches
tell me
about
to
how
stop.
horrible.
I'll fucking take you off
It's
the
a guy
screen.
on the internet that bitches about how horrible women are. And I just want you to go look at literally any. I want you to look at any video on his channel, any of them. Doesn't matter.
I like this.
Shameless.
Okay,
Spurg.
William, I like it. Never mind. Look at this guy's facial structure. What a beta. I love it. Look at this cock.
Oh no, it's
Why are
not
we
shameless
talking to him?
Spurg.
No.
Fuck.
Just whatever.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. It's Raymond
Look at him
something.
spitting
Just give me
on your
1 second.
white European ancestry. What is this?
Is this not him?
No, this guy's a beta. I don't like him. Let's review him. Look at all this awful
Wait a
shit.
minute.
Look what he wrote. This guy's awful.
Hello, folks. I'm the Shameless Spurg. I hope you're doing well today.
Okay, it's Raymond Thoughts in Mind. That's who I was thinking of.
I just got some stuff on my mind.
Well, just give this a minute.
So, I just wanted to say that everything I'm doing right now, beneath it all, is a love for my ancestors and wanting to honor what they did, what they gave to me, what they tried to give, and some of the things that have been robbed from us. And, you know, we're living in a time and in a culture where people expect us and demand that we, in effect, dance on the graves of our ancestors.
Thank you.
And that we spit on them and we condemn them and disgrace them, that we distance ourselves from them, that we say, well, that wasn't me. I wasn't around for that. Look, I'm me. I'm not my ancestors. Don't blame me, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Distance yourselves from your ancestors.
Shame on me.
And disavow them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Shameless Berg is an ex.
All over the
Proud of
memory
being a colonizer.
of our ancestors.
He's saying, pause it.
We participate in terror.
What he's saying, this is a white nationalist. He's saying that when you get like somebody trying to give you white guilt, you have to if you respond to that and you say, I'm not responsible for that because that was my ancestors, not me. You should not say that, because you should take accountability for the colonization and you should be proud of it.
We want you to
you should be proud of it. You should say yes.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, this guy had a golden dawn tattoo.
Because he's a racist, and you should be proud of being a colonizing piece of shit.
He had a black sun tattoo that he had removed.
Oh, why'd he remove it? He obviously still agrees with the ideology. Was it harming his employment?
No. I'll tell you why. You want to know why? It's because that's witchcraft. And he went to a meeting, and they were very much into satanic shit, he said.
So
that's why he had it removed.
Being a witch, bad.
So what we're looking for is Raymond, thoughts in mind.
Look at this guy's facial structure. His ancestors were weak. His bloodline will not survive. Past this generation, it's over for him.
I dropped it in. I dropped what I wanted you to see in chat, in the private thing.
Well,
I didn't leave a link. I just left.
That was a lot easier to just do. You could have just done that from the very, very beginning.
Yeah, I'm retarded. Hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on.
No, that's okay. I got it. It's fine. I'll find it. It's not the link. You didn't drop a link. You just dropped a name. It's not actually a link. It's okay. I got it. This is old school William here tonight. This is ways to stay sober.
Is this guy some kind of sobriety content creator?
Your addiction.
No. Anything. Look for any video about women.
Sober. Alcohol and its impact on the brain.
That's not even him.
How to cope with loneliness.
Why alcoholics drink. Look at his teeth. What's going on there?
You know, this is a really particularly irrelevant sidetrack that you brought into my environment. I'm not entirely sure.
No, it's not. Hold on. Here.
What is it? Look at his teeth. He's scary. He's so scary.
I sent you the god.
Usually people.
I sent you the goddamn video.
It's not about getting drunk at that point. It's about staving off withdrawal. Because most alcoholics were always drunk. It's a constant state of inebriation. I can't tell you the number of times I walked into an office in the morning and I was still smashed. I mean, until noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you really start to come down. And part of that is the sugar crash from lunch. And you learn to kind of postpone eating lunch to the point where you eat food and then you get a few drinks and you had happy hour. And then
I sent you the video.
Yeah, you know, William. How long has he done this?
Just look at the video I sent.
Which one?
You
now posted two links. So which one would you like me to click on?
Second verse, same as the first. Just click the second link. Why am I yelling?
I don't know why you're yelling. I don't know why you're yelling.
Awful sound.
Oh,
there it is.
You don't want to look.
Put it on the screen.
I think you have to move that over there. Yeah. What in the fuck is this thing?
Here we go. This is what.
Go back
ladies
to the
and
chat.
gentlemen, this is what William has been trying to get me to show you for, I don't know, I guess 10 minutes. Here we go.
Anything you can do, I can do better. When men want to go their own, women do too. Yeah. Got a couple for you today by way of channel member Shadow 6. Thank you, Shadow 6. Man keeping Why single women are giving up on dating. Let me guess. And I have not read these. I never read these before I go over these. Let me guess. Where have all the good men gone? Am I right? As the male social circle continues to shrink, what does that even mean? Their partner.
Look at his teeth.
Partners have to take on much more emotional. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this sentence without my head exploding. As the male social circle continues to shrink, what does that even mean? Their partners
It means that
have
men
to
don't
take
have
on
friends.
much more emotional labor. And many are opting out to
The,
spend their lives
Cunty
alone instead.
loud, cunty
Emotional labor, something that just
You're
doesn't
complaining
exist.
about women being too emotional while you're behaving this way. This is why single women
These
are giving up.
sentences, these articles are written by people who have never actually had jobs and done actual labor. And you know for sure they've never actually gone into labor. Emotional labor.
That's a real thing.
All right. Look at this very worried woman. Is that looks like what's her name? Sarah Silverman. No article author on this one. Pass notes, dating. Or is that supposed to be like a send up of passing notes in elementary school? Which I was never cool enough to pass notes in elementary school, by the way. Man keeping is the name. Jesus.
This was not supposed to be
Just
part
fucking break up with him already. Like, are you just too old that you can't attract the thunderstorm?
Oh yeah, pause it. I'll explain.
McKnight time.
If you pause it, I'll explain.
I don't
I'm not
want to watch
chatting over.
47 minutes of this. So if there's some sort of
No, I didn't want you to watch 47 minutes of it. I just want everyone to know when I talked to Smokey, this is what he sounded like before Lowe came along. Women, all these fucking bitches.
Wow.
This is Smokey this is incel Smokey. This is what, although technically he wasn't an incel. He was incel light. I love you. I don't care. Fucking
I'm
incel,
not
incel.
You hate women as much as I do.
No.
Well, yeah, that's why you get along. But no, all I'm saying is this is what you sounded like before Lowe came along. These fucking women. This is why I hate modern women, Will. This is why. Because these fucking cunts think that they're entitled to everything all the time. And if you don't have enough money, that's all they want is your resources, William. That's it. And they don't even fucking put out. You might as well get a whore then, William. You might as well. This is how he talked to me every day for 3 fucking years. And you know what? I still love him. He's still my best friend. I don't care. I listened to it. He needed it. He needed to say it. And now look at him. Look how far he's come from Raymond.
I've now decided that my best man is not allowed to say anything at my wedding. I think you're going to have to wear some duct tape for the entire fucking evening. I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm not alone. Oh, come on. No, that's not fair.
I remember back in the day when Carl was a big whore.
Yeah, you know what? You're really spoiling my speech. It's really, you're really.
See, duct tape.
You're not allowed to talk about me, by the way, in this speech.
Oh, but he's allowed to talk about me.
Oh, certainly. You picked him. I wouldn't have picked him. I wouldn't have picked him.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't have picked me?
To be the best. No.
Who would you? Who's going to do it? Cactus?
It's not going to be you.
He can't even drive.
You're going to be an asshole, and you're going to talk about a bunch of nonsense.
I think William should wear a dress and do the maid of honor. I think he should.
I will. It'll be. I will keep it. Listen. I will keep it. Listen. Shush. Daddy's talking. Listen. I will keep it very tasteful. Okay. I will keep it very tasteful. If I make jokes, they're going to be very light, and they're not going to be about anything that's very personal.
Bullshit.
Okay.
You're William.
Oh, bullshit.
You act like I met you 15 minutes ago.
I'll go back afterwards. Like, Will, what was with all those personal jokes? And you know what he'll say to me? He'll be like, "Oh, I thought it'd be funny at the time."
Yeah, like he does now.
And we'll just move on.
I remember the first time I met Lo in a Brett Keane hangout. Let me tell you, she looked about as much like a man as she does now. Anyway, so Carl.
So I have some things to show everyone about a debate
that's relevant to what we actually were going to
to
do.
what I was intending to do, other than whatever the hell William has been doing here for the last 10 minutes.
There's a reason his name is Shut Up, William.
We're gonna, yep, that's true. And I suffer when I don't call him by his name and say, "Shut up, William." I do. I suffer for it. It's true. Legitimately. And he'll say, "Well, Carl, who wants to listen to you talk all the time?" And, you know.
I do say that. Anyway, fellas, I got to split anyway because I got to go wash a tiny human.
All right, we love you.
Well, you have fun.
I know you do, you little peckerhead. I love you too, you fuckers. All right, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'll see you later. I'll be talking to Jordan and Brett later, I guess. All right. A wardrobe situation. Oh, I'm an individual.
Oh, man, look at that. Look at that comment. That's nice.
What is
From this bubblegum guy.
Jews are going to start World War III.
Okay. All right, I just woke up. I just rolled out of bed. I don't even know what's going. I have no clue what's going on. I see you two over there. How you doing? Having a good visit.
Good. How are you?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
So you don't have to go on a return flight now, huh?
Nope.
This is it.
Wow. That was a one-way ticket to Southern California.
That it was. Yep. Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, we're good. We're just reviewing a few things before we have to head out. We have some stuff to do this evening, but you're welcome to stick around if you like.
Yeah, I just woke up. What you all doing?
Good to see you, JP. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate the sentiments. And by the way, JP, I will give you kudos. You have been racking Sam in some pretty epic ways.
Calm with the language, buddy.
Calm
down with the language. I love you, but come
JP,
on now.
I appreciate it. And thank you for that. And yes, absolutely. You've been wrecking it. You've just been doing an amazing job putting Sam in his place. And you really are finally talking about a lot of this stuff that I think has been dodged a lot pretty regularly, which is, the Catholics have to overcome the fact that they are obligated to follow their traditions, their canon teachings, the teachings of ex cathedra and things that the Pope has said. They're obligated. This is their whole claim to the justification of their entire religion. It's the meta, it's the foundation, it's the core central point. And now their tradition is making them say some really profoundly bizarre things. Very, very bizarre. And even to the point now where it looks like, they're worshiping, what is it now? Pink unicorn elephants. Sam says that's fine as long as it includes a referent or the title or the name of the Christian God. So it could be a pink unicorn elephant, but as long as you're calling it the Christian God, apparently that's okay. For some reason, I don't know what that's about.
I think everybody's taken the position now of 2 Timothy 2:13 that you can just do anything you want because he can't deny himself.
Sure. And well, that should be, I mean, anyway,
that's going to be the imprimatur nihil obstat, and then you put down 2 Timothy 2:13.
Hey, brother.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How you been?
Hey, congratulations, brother, on getting that situated, So, congratulations on that. But brother, I was told by Praise that there was something I was supposed to moderate between you guys. I'm kind of off the loop with that. I don't know if it's been called off. I don't know if it's on, but I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Apparently, because I'm. Hold on, I'm cutting off. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
No, you're good. You're good.
Apparently, I'm the only guy on YouTube that likes you guys both. It's either one or the other. So I'm the only one that can moderate something like this, apparently.
What are we doing?
Well, here's the thing. I'll fill you in if you have a minute, JP, and you can kind of know what happened. We were challenged by Praise's side to a 3x3 debate. And let's see. Here we go. I'm going to pull up a post here real quick. We were challenged with 3x3 debate, and the day afterwards, Praise backed out and canceled. he was wanting to ask if you would do that particular debate. You were one of the names being thrown out there. James is Tired was one of the other ones. But James is Tired tried to set up a debate in the past for an IPSAS thing with me and Praise, so and it didn't pan out because Praise canceled that one. Praise challenges me and then cancels. And this is now the second time he's done it. Yeah, exactly.
No, that doesn't sound like Praise. Let me tell Praise I'm here right now, because
Praise
tell him and see if he'll come.
He won't.
I'd like to talk to him.
And he's got excuses like, oh, you pointed out the time that I mocked someone's cancer and caused them to try to get them fired from their
and he
job
admitted it.
Get their insurance.
He did
canceled
admit
and
it.
all that, and still to this day doubts that they have cancer, even though Jesse was good enough to even provide information and documentation, which he
should never have to do. You should never have to provide your personal medical information.
I put that back out there since Praise wanted to sling some garbage, and now Praise is having a conniption and says, I guess I'm not good enough to debate. All the other people are good enough to supposedly debate. All the other people that have flung garbage.
So then you're telling me Praise canceled it. Was it because of a moderation issue, maybe? Because it was he didn't trust the moderator?
It really was because he
was on board with it, and then he canceled.
I'll tell you what it really was.
Because you hurt his feelings.
The news unit was there.
Well, whatever. So here's what.
That is a big reason.
Let me go to his channel and I'll show you this post real quick. So this is where he says at the beginning, he says he's trying to set up a debate. He says me trying to set up a debate between Smokey and Praise is like trying to get last ketchup out of a bottle. And this is referring to the last time Praise challenged me and then canceled. Set it up with James, wanted to do IPSAS debate, and then ran away, saying he didn't want to do it. And now he did the same thing again, and he canceled out and said he didn't want to do it because of bad faith or something or whatever.
You're a meanie.
Yeah, meanie. I'm a mean person or something like that. So now James is Tired set up something. He says, so I've tried to set up a debate, hasn't worked out, and now we go up here, and what he's done is he's set up just a stream, and he's basically put out and said, well, here's the deal. You guys can show up and put up or shut up. Basically, show up and have your debate, or be the coward that ran away. Either way, you get to show up. If the other side doesn't show up, you can advertise yourself on my channel. And, James has got, 34,000 subs or something. So nice little reward, for the winner, for the person that doesn't show up. The person that does show up seems to get a little bonus, a little boost out of it, which is good. I appreciate that. So the challenge is out there for him to show up. I've already announced that I'm going to show up. I'll be there. I put it on this post. I put it on the previous post. Like, here it is.
You know what I'd like to know is why none of these guys will debate the
Praise is the one constantly running from me. Okay. And he makes every excuse under the sun, bad faith, he started saying this about me. They've been talking garbage about me nonstop for a month. It's not causing me to use it as an excuse to stop a debate. Okay. This is just an excuse to run from me because he knows he's going to get slapped. Because each time he showed up on the channel the last few times, he's got spanked and embarrassed himself and had to be corrected by even his own people. So, really, he's just desperately wanting to avoid it and dodge it and run away. And so it's just another excuse to not show up. Really, his co-host, Dude, is the coward that doesn't want to show up.
The dude was not happy with me being
These guys are going to get reamed in free grace or IPSAS, whatever it is they want to do. Even their nonsense accusations against me, if they want to play that game, I don't care. I'll do any of it. I'll debate whatever they want. But I'm going to show up. And I'm willing to bet and guarantee, well, not guarantee, but I'm willing to bet pretty hard that Praise is not going to show up. He's just not, because he knows what will happen, and it'll be an opportunity, a slightly larger environment where he's going to get highlighted as the idiot that he is.
Well, listen, I reached out to Praise. I told him I'm here. I'll see if I could try to set it up, because to me that doesn't sound like Praise. From what I know, Praise, and I'm just being honest, he didn't back down at a debate, so I don't know what's going on here. But I'll
are you a moderator? Do you moderate debates? Does JP moderate debates?
Yeah.
Talk to him, but I'll tell you what, JP. I'll tell you what, because all this stuff happened the last couple of days. If he talks something, make sure he has receipts. Don't just because he did that even on Bill's stream. He went and showed up and said a whole bunch of garbage that wasn't accurate. So if he starts saying crap,
I'm not really interested in the personal affairs. If there's
then just tell him to show up because I'm ready and I want to do it. So just show up. That's it.
All right.
I still would like a shot at a debate too, if I could get one. If I could at least do a debate, because they wanted me disqualified. They didn't like that I was on the debate, and maybe I could challenge just plain old Tom and Dude to a debate 1-on-2. I don't even need anybody.
Well, I'll definitely try to do Smokey first before I go anywhere else. Because if I try to do two at the same time, I might not get anywhere.
Right, but I was upset because I was being talked about all night long as being disqualified from that debate for some reason. I want my shot at the debate too. I want at least be me against Tom and Dude, at least them two, and Chris Freegriz. I'll take all three of them on. That's okay. I don't need anybody.
We
I
might
can just
not
do it
even get
myself.
them. We might not even get them to go along with a one-on-one with me, and they might still just run from that. So there's no point in trying to get them to do a 2v1 if they're just gonna.
I actually would like to go one on. I'd like to fill the whole screen up and just have me versus whoever they want to bring with them.
Right.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Smokey, I reached out. Let me see if you
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
No,
he
I
hasn't
appreciate it. Thank you, JP.
Yeah, I reached out. If he reaches back out, I'll tell him I'll moderate it on my channel.
Awesome, man.
All right,
Sounds
so
good.
I'll keep you posted. All right, man. Be easy.
Sounds good, buddy. Take care, buddy.
All right,
Appreciate
take
it. All right. Okay, well, we'll move on. There's a few things I wanted to show you guys from Mac's channel, and this has to do with Praise's debate. And Praise, by the way, we're just going to switch gears here just a little bit. Praise, to me, at least from what I've seen, especially compared to what I've seen him be able to do in the past, has really, really lost his edge at debate. Not that he really had a super sharp edge the entire time, but it's gotten real bad. And I think part of it is the fact that he spent so long in this now comfy echo chamber that dude has cultivated, where he's not getting challenged or being forced to think about some of the dumb shit he's saying, so it just kind of cascades and snowballs and gets worse and worse and worse as time goes by. So there's never really any correction. There's never really anyone there to push back or give him another perspective. It's all just kind of an isolated echo chamber where Dude and Olive, who are too stupid to really understand much of what Praise says anyway, just play the yes man and nod and talk about what a genius he is. And he's developed this environment that's kind of giving him a sense of false self-confidence, and he is definitely well overdue for a humbling. And he has been getting it. He's been getting these small doses when he shows up, to my channel, and I let him talk. I don't have to shut him down. There's no reason to. He embarrasses himself and commits to doing things like making videos he's never going to make to back up his points because he realizes how silly he sounds. So, and this is the stuff I'm contending with. At some level, you almost wonder, maybe this guy is absolutely, fundamentally, thoroughly,
developmentally delayed.
I don't know. I mean,
Speaking of which, Freeman, you know the fucking rules in here. If you want to run your fucking mouth, you can come in.
There you go.
Or you're going to get timed out. You're going to start getting timed out, or you can come in.
Beautiful. My lovely wife has given the ultimatum, mods. You have your instructions. So Will Freeman wants to keep running his chat rat mouth on the side. Well, he is about to get timed out. Otherwise, he can.
I don't care about Daniel. He's fine. He's just being dumb. Look at him.
I don't think Daniel.
Yeah. You can't, there are rules
Daniel, I'm
about.
not saying you can't.
Wouldn't that be a hate crime?
Well, no, that's not Daniel.
Okay, who is this?
No, that's Daniel from yours. It's someone else. Don't worry about that. It's not Daniel. So, okay. So this is from some of the debate last night. One of the things I wanted to pull up, and I believe that this is Praise talking about his critique and conversations, and how he doesn't really cover other people or the people he's talking about in this segment very much on his channel at all. And 90% of Praise's content has been covering me or things I say or Dave says, or and going and doing that over the Dude's channel or mentioning us nonstop. I mean, so much of the content is us, but they have the nerve to say something as absurd as this. Listen in real quick.
I mean, we spend a few minutes here and there to expose them, but how much do we waste our time on our channel talking about them and covering them? Not too much.
Exactly, Praise.
That is legit Bizarro World. That's a Bizarro World statement right there. That's really over the top Bizarro World right there. So that's pretty out there. So Mac was good enough to go back and clip some of the nonsense from last night. I need to see this large enough. I need a bigger screen over there or something. We can just play this. This is great.
That's not what the Bible says, and you're going to have to give scripture to supply what you're claiming. So you just can't
give any scripture.
Yes, you.
So Praise is saying you have to supply scripture to prove that Christianity is false.
Yeah, an atheist should provide scripture.
An atheist needs to.
Also, the
go into
topic
the
of the
Bible.
debate was: is Christianity good for society, basically, or humanity? What does scripture have to do with that? It's practice. See, this is the issue, because they've all got words, they've all got all this to say. They don't have any actions, they have no fruits. That's why they need scripture, is because they can quote scripture, they have no understanding.
That's true.
They have no practical understanding of scripture. They don't know what they're talking about.
So yeah, so
How is Mac in the chat? I thought I was Mac.
Oh my God,
How's
you're
Mac in the chat?
Put your
But my
hands up.
hands
Put
are
your
right
hands
here.
up quick.
That's
oh my
so
God,
weird.
you're supposed to be Mac. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I don't understand.
Magic.
Hashtag we are Mac.
Hashtag. We're all Mac.
We are Mac.
We're all Mac.
If I'm Mac and you're Mac,
They know it's Mac. They know I'm Mac and you're Mac. You know what it is? Our hands are off screen. So
yeah, that is what I'm doing.
We're just really good at it. We're that talented. We're as talented as the dude at acting.
Yeah.
You know, that's how.
Yeah, hashtag who is Mac?
Yeah, who is Mac? Yeah, who is Mac?
I thought it was me. Yeah. Is Dude gonna come out and apologize?
It's you.
It was me. Dude was sure it was me. Also, when did I say I worked in tech? Dude has like literally drowned.
Yeah, what was
He's
that about?
Pickled
Like,
his
she
brain.
said she worked in tech. Not once have you ever worked in tech. Why would you say that?
I say exactly the field I work in, like daily. Like every stream I'm in, my work comes up.
It does come up a lot.
Yeah, because it's relevant. But it's just strange behavior. He's pickled his brain. He's pickled his
You do, because that is our authority, what we judge what is true and false by. You're going to have to use scripture to come against
Even right in the Bible
Christianity.
where it says,
LOL
JK,
that's right.
guys.
It's in the book of Second Opinions where it says everything you read here is bullshit. That's where that's Praise was counting on the fact that Spider didn't know where that was, in the book. So good play on that.
Period.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. You turd licker.
That is absolutely the exact opposite of what I should be doing.
Oh, cool. Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dwayne.
They do things. Whatever.
Suicide is not the unforgivable.
I bet you some person in the chat can say, yeah, there's probably the Catholic Church, or there'd be the Unitarians, or somebody would say, not supposed to kill yourself, you're going to go to hell.
No,
it was in the Old Testament or something. I mean, just like literally, just done. I'm done with the sob stories.
No, shut up. You're not going to brush Christianity with a broad brush. No.
Oh, yes,
we believe there's only one unforgivable sin, and it is not suicide. So that's a straw man. You got to do better than that. Well, the suicide doesn't go bring people to hell. The reason why Christians
what's the only unforgivable sin? The only one
is to blaspheme the Holy Spirit, but that was only applicable when Jesus walked the earth. It's not even applicable to people today.
Oh, so we can blaspheme the Holy Spirit?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you call blasphemy. I mean, you're just going to call names. So that's not even what the Bible calls blasphemy anyway. That's not how it defines this
so
thing.
I can't even get blasphemy right. Jeez, I'm that dumb. Wow. I can't even blaspheme the Holy Spirit.
You are ignorant.
You are I'm so ignorant. I can't even blaspheme the Holy Spirit.
Guys, a point of contention. Would you like to just do 2 minutes apiece, maybe?
We're talking about Christianity, not God, by the way. So, first of all, we'll take it. I'll even.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
God?
Well, no,
We're talking
because
about Christianity, not God. That is that is so dumb.
Guys, so point of contention. So
you're going to get batted around. I'm going to punch down on you because you don't know what you're talking about philosophically.
You're the one that's saying that you're going to beat up on me and love your neighbor when actually my neighbor.
And he sat there.
Please
respect
his time.
Well, that takes some thinking. It sure does.
And just put yourself fighter. My gosh.
That's true.
Continue.
So,
God, can I get that on a T-shirt?
That takes some.
That takes some thinking. And just have his cartoon fucking badass mug on it.
Hey, Praise, can you just maybe kind of like remind me exactly what you were talking just about again, real quick? on my time.
Scrolling through his script.
This guy's a
So
dick.
God suspends his.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joy. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Not
I
all
was
of
just
it.
saying to pause the time just so you can clarify.
Sure. So all I was trying to get, my point is that God suspends his immediate justice for a greater purpose, and that is to even give the perpetrator grace and mercy, or a chance to have mercy and grace the ones who committed. And then we call forbearance.
All right, yeah, I get it now.
Forbearance. Go ahead.
Okay.
Blame Mac. Hashtag blame Mac, ladies and gentlemen. This is all Mac's fault. All the retarded
Our fault,
shit.
since we
yeah,
are
all
Mac.
the retarded shit you've heard come out of Praise's face is all ultimately Mac's fault. So make sure you blame Mac. It's all Mac's fault.
I voted for Spider. Here's the thing. People failed to see the point of debate. So the winner of the debate is not necessarily the person with the correct position. Because Praise went into the debate with the correct position.
Legit.
Praise went into the argument with the correct position and had such horrible arguments that Spider won a debate that would have been so simple. Like, Spider was giving like 12-year-old like edgelord atheist arguments that like we all made when we were like 10 years old and we found out that maybe there was no God. Like, somebody said, like, somebody in your class was like, I don't believe in God, and you were like, that's a thing, and then you started like listening to Marilyn Manson, and just me. Yeah, probably.
Hey, can I just make a request for one debate and just have it and be done with it? Yeah, I just want to make a request that I can have a debate with Chris Free Grace, Tom, and the Dude on this matter of what was accomplished at the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Just me, nobody else. But maybe I'm disqualified or something from having debates. Am I somewhat like one person? I've never seen you guys ever disqualify anybody from debates as long as I've been watching your channel, all these channels, SFT. Do people get disqualified before the debate like that, or how does that work?
No. I mean, there's instances where someone has maybe challenged me to a debate, but because I've debated them so many times or interacted with them so many times, I just figure it's a lost cause and no reason. There's a few of those, like the preacher, Preacher Perry. He's just a
Oh my god, I love that debate that you did with him. That's my favorite thing.
But see,
that is my favorite thing that you've ever done to go back and watch. It's so funny how you should. You should. Where
do you know where it is?
See, this actually stems back because I've challenged the Dude to like 3 debates already, and he backed out from all of them. They told me I backed out, but I never backed out. Now they're going to tell me I backed out in this one probably too, right? Did they basically throw it at us or something?
Man, no, trust me. Here's the thing. I got a showdown. I don't know if you were paying attention earlier, but I got a showdown over on James.
No, I was sleeping.
Right now. So if you go to James Tired's channel, you'll see he's got his post. He's already got the stream set up where it's show up or shut up time. And that's what the stream is. So I'm going to show up there. And I'm going to be ready to throw down with Praise because Praise has now challenged me twice and stepped away twice, backed out twice. So it's time to put his money where his mouth is.
That's an idea. Maybe I should put a show up and I should start. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Reach out to James is Tired on Discord, Dave. He's in our Discord.
No, I'm going to just do simply show up or shut up broadcast now, segments, and see how long it takes for the Dude to show up to kick my ass, number 1, and then either 3 of them to show up and have a debate with me, number 2. Just simple things like that.
Sure.
That's not asking too much, is it?
No, I think it's fun.
So. Show up or shut up sessions. We're going to start some show up or shut up sessions. Sounds good.
I'd love to do one. Especially with that one.
Yeah.
This one likes to run her mouth about me.
Olive really should have an interaction with you that can't.
No, she won't, because look what happened the last time.
And
she won't interact with me.
They really wanted to hide that one, and then proceeded to go on for like an hour cursing your room.
Yeah.
I need to go back and find that clip too. Like, all your self-righteous garbage of like, well, we would never do this and we would never do that, and we're better than these people. No, you're not. No, you're not. You still haven't even put your brother to shame for mocking Jesse Camping's cancer.
Or for the disgusting things he said about me and his little skits.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care about that. And then she goes, oh, well, we said something when this random...
You guys try to run from this by talking about a tu quoque fallacy, which it doesn't apply. It just doesn't. Because I'm pointing out that you guys are attempting to employ a moral standard on everyone else that you're not willing to accept on yourself. That's the problem. See, when you're using this moral standard to silence me and keep me from talking and holding me to a certain standard, you goddamn well better be able to live by it too. Because otherwise, you're just a coward hypocrite trying to come up with an excuse to keep me quiet. And that's what's happening. That is what's happening. You remember what happened when Praise came in and I let him run his mouth nonstop, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I even give him the whole room to talk as long as he wanted? Even saying disgusting, slanderous bullshit things about me and let him talk. Yeah. I go over there. And in fact, not only that, I even defended Praise when Chris Keith started asking questions about Dude being drunk all night. I stopped it. I said, hold on. Let Dude answer for himself. It's not Praise has to answer for Dude. You want to ask about it, go ask Dude directly. Don't ask, and you don't force Praise to have to answer for that. That's up to the Dude. And dropped it. But I go over there, and I'm expected to answer for all the shit Dave says before I'm allowed to talk. And they don't do it. They still don't care. Neither of these degenerate scum rats don't care about the fact that even to this day, Praise still denies Jesse Campion's cancer. You don't believe me? Oh, you don't believe me? He still mocks his cancer, says he doesn't have it, even though he showed paperwork live on stream in a little mini documentary he did to prove it. Oh, yeah, you want to see? Here, let me show you real quick. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me... Oh, yeah, I'll show you guys. Yeah. Yeah, still to this day, doubles down on it. Okay. All right. One.
Yeah. I wonder who made that.
I wonder who made that. That's fucking genius.
It's really brutal. It's really not kind.
Really pretty smart. Jamie, yeah, that's Jamie. Did I post this earlier? Yeah, Dr. Spider need to apologize. This is where he called off the debate. Who is really the coward here? I'm not using their slander against us as an excuse to dodge a debate. That's just true. They say a bunch of horrible shit, but I'm not the one trying to use it as some sort of reason to not debate or throw down or have an interaction. It's just scummy. It's just scummy and ridiculous. And we know what happened. We know what happened because what happened is Bill got a hold of Praise and said, don't even debate him. Twisted his arm, told him he wouldn't be one of the beloveds if he didn't refuse to interact with that fucking smoke Satan.
Oops, that came up. I didn't mean to pick yours up. As soon as I capture this, why does it take it to me? I mean, I never used to do that before.
What do you mean?
This is StreamYard. Just when you share your screen, you used to be you just waited until you brought yours out. Now when you go present, it just shows it. It just defaults into me. It's weird.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. That's
But that is,
Are you a mod?
That is my free grace
so
challenge, though.
So okay, so
debate me or come kick my ass.
Yeah.
Dave, you're great. I'm gonna start putting that up.
No, really, I'm going to start doing these segments. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want Tom, the Dude, and the Chris Free Grace guy, at least them three, and they can bring whoever they want to just
Come
me.
kick my ass.
So yeah, you got two choices: either
Dr.
debate me or come
congrats
kick
on
my ass,
winning
or
the debate.
both. It doesn't matter. Show up or shut up. That's all there is to it.
I will give him that. You know, you were wrong and you still won.
So, you see, he's called off the debate. And the thing I know that Bill had his grubby hands, and aside from him giving innuendos about it during his stream, his praise is suddenly taken to using the word beloveds. And by the way, Bill is the only degenerate I've heard
with the beloveds
typically use that word about the
so
beloveds.
gay. He keeps doing it.
Yeah, and so because of course you know Bill and his little entourage are the only ones beloved of God. God loves no one else.
Yeah.
Except Bill and his entourage.
Yeah.
He's special. He's the very few that are actually loved by God. That's what
God doesn't love everybody.
So praise naturally in the very cancellation, for the first time I've ever heard, praise has referred to himself as the beloveds, and that is Bill's word that Bill typically uses. So to me, I think this is pretty strong, at least somewhat insinuating evidence that, you know, Bill was in on convincing praise to look like a coward rat and run away from actually doing the debate, because it would be better to sell out Praise's reputation as a capable debater willing to sell out than to allow me to be entertained to show up and debate Praise and make him look like an idiot. And Bill knows that that's what would happen. This is the same reason Cheryl usually tries to convince Praise to not interact with me and to not have debates with me. And a lot of it is seen through a lot of her reactions to the interactions and debates with me, and her desperate spurging and lies and slander, deflection, gaslighting, all the things that she does, because she doesn't want to admit how terrible Praise is and debates against me. And so she just crashes out every single time. And she knows, so she's taken a habit to do everything she can to try and convince Praise not to have interactions with me, because it makes him look terrible. I mean, granted, if Praise didn't look terrible in the last interaction, why didn't he go make that video about everyone who is over 18 and dated or married someone under 18 is a pedophile, apparently? All those 18 and 17-year-old couples out there who, by the way, age into that, could have started when they were 17, 16, then you're 18, 17. Praise says all those people need to go be arrested and probably executed. I don't think he said executed, imprisoned at least.
For him to say that makes you a pedophile is insane.
Well, that's the story.
Can I let me know when I can say something. I got something I want to present here for just a couple minutes. That's very interesting because here I'm told that I'm disqualified from a debate. But last night, the dude wants to talk to me by talking to my video again, along with Tom. And then they want me to answer them when they hit play. So I guess that's the way they talk to me. They look at my video, they start and stop the video, they talk to the video and let the video talk back to them, but they say that they won't talk to me. That's why I want them to either put up or shut up, right here. And they won't do it. So, what are you going to do? Just look at my videos all the time and just talk to the videos? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
So here's the video from last night, and I'll get to that in a moment if you want to finish whatever you guys are talking about. Or I'll
just real quick to get to the cancer part of the thing.
This was a little vicious.
I'll get on this anyway because I'm going to do these segments like I showed you here. I'll do these. Here's what I'll do. I'll do free grace challenge segments. It's probably going to take 100 of them at least because they keep talking to my videos. All they'll do is talk to my videos. They don't want to talk to me because they're too chicken shit. So debate me or come kick my ass. What's it going to be?
Can I steal this? Can I steal this picture, Dave? Can I borrow it?
There's no stealing about it. Just take it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that up too.
You want me to send it? I'll send it to your. I'll make it easy for you. I'll just grab it. I'll just paste it in Discord for you real fast.
Debate me or come kick my ass. She was talking about she's gonna kick Isaac's ass yesterday. Come kick.
I want her to kick my ass. Everybody to kick my ass. I want them all. Everybody that wants to kick my ass, come and kick it. Whoever you are, even if you haven't been mentioned.
Yeah. I mean, Sam was threatening to kick my ass. Remember Sam, what his real name? I'm not going to say his real name, even though that's his screen name. He was saying he was going to come kick my ass.
He was saying.
Yeah.
Like that. I called him out for being a pussy anyway.
Yeah.
Let me wouldn't get anywhere near you. But anyway.
And let me show you something. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Because I know you guys want to cover some stuff. Real quick, I'll just add it to
we do have to wrap up.
You guys got to get going too, I'm sure. Do something. But here's the video if you want to play it, and I'll get to it later if you don't. On the inside chat, I just left a link at the current time.
Okay.
They're talking about me all the time, and then they tell me I'm disqualified from debates, but they want to talk to me on my videos. It's some kind of mental illness where you talk to the video. You won't talk to the person, but you'll talk to the video, and then you'll say, "Hey, Dave, what do you think about that?" And then they'll hit play, and then oh yeah, Dave, yeah, it's weird, man. All right, so you know what? I'm going to kick my own ass right now if I don't get out and get my work done. So I'm going to say, blessings to you and your family, and let's make some babies, and we'll get back to normal here, or whatever normal is. See you soon.
Sounds good, buddy. So I wanted to point out this was me calling out Praise for his cowardly running away from the debate. And really what it ended up being, and certainly what ended up being for Dude keeping me from speaking in the room, was I needed to answer for what Dave had said, something about bashing in Olive's face or some other thing. And something else to do with some other, I don't know, person that Dave said he wanted to beat up. Like Dwayne wanted to rip his hair out, or I don't know,
Yeah.
apparently
At least he's a man.
I'm
like,
just obligated to answer, and I'm not allowed
and
to
I'm
speak.
obligated to answer for whatever you do.
Correct, because partners, by
then-
the way, are all responsible for what each other do. That's
like
what
stumbling around in a filthy hovel full of beer
drunk
cans.
and
But
plastered out of your mind. That's all
weird. There's I don't see anything on my
Olive's
floor,
fault.
but
That
that's
dude is a drunken degenerate. So hashtag Olive's fault, because apparently you're responsible for what your partner does. So, there you go. That no, not yet, buddy. Ace Philosophy, not yet. This is a different kind of stream, but I did want to let Boki come in and say something real quick if he wanted to. But we are going through this, Boki.
Oh wait, this isn't some kind of openness chat, real quick.
Not really.
Well, we said it was
needed
an
to-
open room.
It kind of
so,
was, but I
yeah.
needed to kind of narrow it down because I wanted to get through some things. I was really saying earlier that I was going to let people in if we had time at the end. But if you wanted to say that, you're part of the group, so I figured you get priority.
Okay, well, I understand. Well, I'm just gonna say Praise is retarded, Brett Keen's retarded, TTR is retarded. I don't like. It's the same old. It's the same old freaking opponents. I mean, well, guys, if you want to deal with these folks, you don't need to bring some articles or some crap. Just understand their patterns and how they speak and how they deflect, and then you catch them every time. You don't need to be some big shot intellectual debater. Just listen to the retards, and then you just ask them the same question and watch them deflect every single time you ask them a simple question. I mean, dude. I don't need to be the archivist for the moment now because everyone's doing the same thing. Like Knock would always say, "Smoky Saint" and all that shit. So basically, it. I mean, dude. I mean, if there's anything we learned from Jordan Keene, all you gotta do is say stuff like, "I'm gonna make a hateful fucking video, you fucking piece of shit, scamming con fucking asshole. Fucking ass, fucking Ryan, cock and fucking suckle ass." Okay, I'll leave. All right, see you guys. You guys enjoy.
All right, man. Good to see you, Boki. Thanks for stopping in. So this is me calling out that evening where Praise was saying, "Oh, you need to answer, for what Dave says. You're not allowed to talk." This was Dude's deal. I needed to answer. And Dude even said, you need to rebuke Dave. I said, okay, Dave's rebuked. Can I move on now? And oh no, that wasn't good enough. No, you don't get to do that. No. I said, dude, what do you want from me? I just came in here to address, your wife's wife.
Hey.
Your wife lies.
Let's just go with it.
Okay. Well, they could have a video of them in the same room together, which will never fucking happen.
Hey.
So anyway. I came in the room to challenge some of the dumb shit that Olive was saying. And by the way, a lot of anti-Semitic stuff was being said.
Which is weird that they don't care that I'm a Jew,
Which
but
I
they
wanted to
accuse you
challenge
of being a Jew.
Yeah, they accuse me of being a Jew. Yeah, right. Yeah. Which I wanted to challenge, about their confusion about what it is to be ethnically Jewish versus religiously Jewish, which they did not seem to quite understand the distinction. So I was going to go clarify for them, but I wasn't allowed to. I'm going to have to.
You're also not that ethnically Jewish,
That's
so
true.
it doesn't even really matter. I'm actually completely.
She is.
So
she is Jewish. So yeah.
They never say it.
My kids will be Jewish,
Yeah.
and so of course, naturally.
Very upset about it.
Yeah. So anyway, this is me pulling out that nonsense that was pulled against me, which shouldn't have been pulled. I let Praise come into my channel and talk nonstop and run his mouth, no issue. Even disgusting shit about me, and certainly was willing to challenge me on anything. And I let him talk, and I let him talk as much as he wanted. But as soon as I go over there, coward rat, Dude has to find some excuse to keep me quiet because he knows what's going to happen. And the same thing happens every time, is that I embarrass Praise, and he's afraid of that. Otherwise, because here's the thing, don't get me wrong, Dude hates me. If Dude thought for a second that Praise was going to embarrass me, he'd keep me in the room. He'd want me to talk. He'd want to get that on the record on their own channel. The only reason to keep me from talking is pure crippling fear of not wanting to Praise to have another interaction with me where he's going to lose and look like a stupid asshole. And Praise just goes along with it because Praise is a stupid asshole. And he doesn't even notice that his friends are manipulating him to try and keep him from looking like a stupid asshole. And that's what's going on. And that's why Cheryl and Dude do not want Praise to debate. And they don't certainly want to debate because they're stupid assholes too. But at least Dude and Cheryl aren't so much of a stupid asshole that they don't know what stupid assholes they are. So they know to be precaution. They know to try to keep Praise back, from the front lines because they all look like, well, stupid assholes when he shows up and tries to contend and says embarrassing, dumb things that they have a hard time getting behind. So that's what happens. So now we're gonna see what happens with this debate. But anyway, so this is my statement. Should I read it?
No.
It's pretty horrible.
No, I think everyone's had plenty of time to read it.
So if you guys want to read it, you can go over to the post and you can take your time to read it. This is me calling them out for basically what was cowardice, preventing me from speaking. It was after this, by the way. Was it after this, or was it before that the debate challenge came out? No, I don't remember. Let me go back.
I think this was after it was canceled, right?
No. I think no. I'm trying to decide if this was before it was even proposed.
No, it wouldn't have been. I don't believe so.
You can go see it. We're gonna go over my post real quick to Pixie before we wrap up here as well, because she wanted to. She wanted to go hijack and protect Aiden from being looking like a stupid asshole.
All these atheist bodyguards
everywhere.
everywhere.
My God, man, it's so gross. They come in and they always do this shit. And they've taken on this thing, especially just like kind of like
because
but Pixie's old. She should know better. She's old. She's got like grown-up kids. Like she's old. Like she should know better. She comes in and filibusters that garbage to try and deflect and distract and doesn't let other people respond and talk. It's really disgusting.
But atheists love to bodyguard Christians who make Christianity look like a joke.
That's true.
That's the issue.
That is true.
And I'm not going to mention any names because he's just a little old man. But those are the examples.
Correct. And this, of course, is true. Did Dr. Spider have to show up and do a big public apology when he said he was going to rape Olive?
No.
No, he still got his debate. So what's the problem?
No, and you've never said anything even close to that. No, you've never threatened anyone with violence.
Well, no, of course, and this is the thing too. This is more evidence just to show you guys. Praise is terrified, especially now, because now he knows because of what Dude has done. The gloves are off. Like now, Praise knows that when he contends with me, it's going to be actual blood sport time. That's what he's worried about. Because I've been cordial, I've been respectful, I've even let him dodge things that he should not be allowed to dodge. Okay, but now, because of what he let Dude do and opened it up that way, one of two things is going to happen. He's going to show up and he's going to just get wrecked, just destroyed. Good old-fashioned blood sport debater style. Just going to get absolutely ripped the hell apart. Or he's going to give in to what his coward friends want and what ultimately he wants, which is just be run away and be a coward and make some excuse. So we'll find out. We'll see what happens on Sunday. But I'm coming ready. I'm making plans. I'm setting stuff up. I do have a few things to do on Sunday, but I'm working it around. It's scheduled for 7 p.m. over on James's Tire channel, and we're going to go over there and we're going to deal with it. So is there anything else you wanted to say?
Not on this topic. We have a couple things I think we needed to still cover.
So, and I did want to pull this up.
Two.
We do. Yeah, a couple more things. Actually, they're both in the next video, so it'll be real quick. This is just so you guys knew, when Praise was back there, this is years ago, mocking Jesse Camping as cancer. And you can go to my post and watch Basement Dwellers documentary, which also links Jesse Camping's documentary. Go watch them both. Go watch them and see what Praise did. See what Praise said. And what you need to know is Praise mocking Jesse's cancer. And Cheryl came out supposedly claiming to have cancer. No one mocked Cheryl. No one doubted it existed, even though Cheryl's provided no information, no evidence. No one.
And she shouldn't have to.
And she shouldn't have to.
No one is asking her to.
I would take her word for it.
I take her word absolutely.
Whatever, prayers for
And that's
Cheryl.
horrible. And I'm so sorry for that.
It's awful. But praise. Cheryl will back this up because she's a hypocritical cow.
Sure hates me.
It has nothing to do with cancer. It has to do with she's a horrible person. She has garbage character. I don't bring cancer into the mix. It's fine. Prayers for her cancer. It's horrible.
Absolutely. I hope she recovers.
I hope God heals. I really do. Anyway, but Praise can't show that modicum of integrity or morality at all because these free graces are fakes. They're frauds. They're idiots. They're degenerates. liars, scumbags, murderers, toxic, poisonous, gutter trash souls. And by the way, if you needed an example of it, this is it right here. Because now, even years after the fact, after Jesse's even left, after I point out, hey, Praise, you mock someone's cancer, and your people don't seem to require that of you in order to debate or open your mouth. And certainly it's never been required of anyone where you show up that you need to answer for this and do something about it before you're allowed to speak. So why are you applying this standard to everyone else all of a sudden? Why do you feel so righteous and high and mighty to decide who can or can't speak based upon the level of things in the past they've said that you like or don't like? Explain yourself. In fact, it's one of the main things I'll ask James is tired to put out there for you to explain. This incredibly high moral position. Maybe your dumb cow sister can tell you to come in and embarrass yourself by claiming a tu quoque fallacy again, because that stupid sow doesn't know what she's talking about. Maybe they can equip you. Maybe Dude who's had about 5 minutes in philosophy training from ChatGPT can give you some pointers. You know, you really got a deep bench of big brains over there to choose from there, Praise. Certainly, there's no reason for you to be afraid to face me with James. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any doubt that Praise isn't this much of a scumbag, mocking someone's cancer, attacking their employment and their job, threatening to dox them, then doxing them, causing a bunch of complications and problems to where he has to call his job to warn them about what Praise is doing to not cause, so it doesn't possibly cause more problems. Costing him money. Costing him embarrassment at his job because Praise wants to be a hateful scumbag, attacking a guy that has cancer. And when it comes out, you know, Jesse has cancer, like Praise is big thing. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have it. No. All the stuff I'm doing to Jesse is complete. No, me trying to dox and ruin Jesse's life, that's just why he doesn't have cancer. I can still do that. That's Praise's argument. You know, because you wouldn't want to be that type of disgusting scumbag, you know, attacking a, you know, struggling cancer patient by trying to get him unemployed and ruin his health insurance on top of it. Certainly. No, that's who Praise is. And not only is that Praise is, that's still who Praise is. This is now, as you can see, proof. This is not me just reaching back decades into some past sin. This is who Praise is. Look. Here we have Praise. I'm doubling down on mocking Jesse Camping having cancer. And here's his post, because this was right under the post. And you can go back and look at it. It's still there right now. I took a screenshot. I dare you to hide it, Praise. How can mock something someone has if they don't have it? You got to think more critically. Smokeums. Mm-hmm. And so I say, how do you know that, Praise? He has been battling for years and even showed paperwork, even though he shouldn't have to. And now you are still doubling down. You are a clown. Imagine if we treated Cheryl that way. And we haven't, and we wouldn't. And that is gross. It's gross now. It was gross then. It's still gross. So here's me saying this is still Praise. This is not some ancient sin or something that's been forgiven or forgotten. No, this is active. This is who he is. This is who the man is. Just imagine the rage if we had said this about Cheryl, who came out and said she does have some form. I don't know what it is.
I don't either. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
How do we know Cheryl isn't faking, Tommy? Should we mock her and tell her how she is just a liar, faking cancer until she proves it sufficiently to our standards? That's a good question. You're going to apply your moral standard to yourselves, Olive and Dude. You're going to rebuke Praise and demand he stop slandering a man struggling with #cancer. Should none of you be allowed to speak until he does, which of course is what they were saying to me. And they are. They're stupid, hypocrite clowns. So that's who they are. That's who Praise is. He's going to show himself as either an idiot or a coward on Sunday. And he won't be able to escape being seen as one or the other. So he'll show up and get wrecked and show what an idiot he is, and a real good old-fashioned, you know, something we haven't done in a long time, Praise. And my mouth is watering, I'll tell you. Yeah. Because you decided this. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. You wanted to go after me as soon as I reappeared, start slandering, you know, ignoring things that you knew were contrary, you know, to the things that you were saying against me, you know, going along with the pack and lying and making things up and doing these disgusting skits about my lovely wife. And I took a lot of it in stride. I didn't reach down to that level yet. given the opportunity of a little bit of sense of awareness and maybe have some direct engagements and interactions on some of these disagreements, see if something could be found in terms of at least a meeting of the minds, in terms of a theological or even personal or spiritual level. But you just don't want to. You just want to go on and on every single night. Rob Reed and many others just lying, slandering, going over and over again, the same shit over and over again. Calling me things that really don't even fit the definition of the thing that you're saying. So even if it was true, which it isn't, you ignore all the evidence and information that it isn't, and you just latch on to the weird, sketchy, spotty, multi-decade old story of some degenerate lying whore that just wanted a little bit of attention and boost in her career, and now you've operated with that to try and diffuse and disarm me, to try and keep people from listening to me. But it clearly hasn't been working, and your tools are your tricks are starting to get dull. People aren't really clearly it's not carrying as much weight as you thought it once did, because people do have access to other information now that is coming out that shows that you are just lying and making things up, and you are carrying water and carrying on false accusations and slander that came out of the mouth of a now proven and exposed liar. And you don't even answer for those lies. And you try to run and dodge, even to the point when I pointed out one of the lies, you tried to say that both could possibly be true. Truly dichotomous, and you're just so desperate to cling to any possibility of guilt. You're not a righteous man, and you're not a righteous judge. You're not a smart guy. And I'm going to prove it tomorrow if you have the nerve or the spine or the sack to even dare to show up. I don't think you will. But we'll see. And I'll be ready. We'll all be ready, praise. And it's going to be like good old times. And if you show up, probably I'll end up regretting that you did. So, think about that, which is more important, showing up and getting shown for the coward, disgusting rat that you are, or just, not showing up and being just a flat coward, instead of a disgusting person that can't defend the dumb garbage he says, believes, thinks, accuses, lies, all your stuff. It'll be out there. It'll be available for us to dissect and think about. And you can either, not show up and be a coward, or show up and get owned and wrecked and destroyed and ripped apart. And I will go to that. You know me, praise. You've been around for a while. You know what I was able to do, 5-6 years ago. I made a man have a complete and utter mental breakdown over an ice cream emoji. Like, you forget who you're dealing with. And I tried to operate with you at a slightly higher level. I tried to give you benefits. I choked a lot down for a hot minute. I tried to not get in this type of situation with you. I tried to see if there was an opportunity for open exchange, but you wanted this. And now you've lit the fires over a lot of people that when I first came back here were my enemies. And now they're really rallying in full support to me against you. How do you think that happens? I mean, it's because they're seeing something that your little degenerate cultists over there aren't willing to let you see. So you guys should probably be thinking about something like that. Consider that, praise, when you're looking forward to what's going to happen here on Sunday, and your choice as to whether or not you're going to show up. You guys look terrible right now. There's not a whole lot you can do to not look worse, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to pull up a little interaction I had earlier today while our good buddy Jill, sweetheart, you love Jill.
I do.
Was getting railroaded a little bit over on the Gangster Ghost channel. I was in the middle of a few things. I was not even really thinking to myself to jump in and join this at any point in time. But Jill was getting railroaded and pushed aside by what seemed to be just a bunch of,
He was holding his own, though. He was content. No, he always does.
No, he was. He was doing fine. But, the room was clearly unbalanced. So I figured, well, why not? A few minutes. I'll go in and, back up Jill and what Jill is saying, because I've said something similar. In fact, said something similar very recently to what Jill was saying. And the room, of atheists was trying to find a way to basically side with Aiden. And Aiden is a dumb rodent. And you're going to see this in a second. I'll play this for you guys. There's a little bit of the interaction. And then I will answer not only Pixie's question, but also her challenge that she lays forward. So if you'd like, we'll go ahead and proceed forward with this.
Else is done speaking for him to interrupt.
Let's give a third date now. We're both
Jill, I gave you one date.
I gave you one
date and one time, and the date.
Dates were not available.
The date is right here. The place is right here. And the time is right now, Jill.
One date, and you're not available.
It's right.
So they're trying to set up a debate, and Joe wants to set up a debate in the future for the time, and Aiden's like, no, we'll do it right now.
right here, right now.
And Joe's like, no, like, just set it up in the future. Like, I'm working, I got things I'm doing.
Yeah,
stuff like
he has
that.
a life.
So there's stuff going on. And
Obviously,
so
some people in this chat do not.
And Aiden, of course, because he is a coward, is using this as an excuse to basically run away, to not have to debate Joe. Stupid kid. So this is what's happening, just so you guys have the context of what's going on.
Here and right
Good
now.
deal. Let's talk about a third date
It's
now.
right here.
Let's
and
talk
it's
about
right
a
now,
third
Jill.
date now.
Those are the one date that
Saturday
I've
or Sunday? You available?
That's the one day I've given you, Jill.
Saturday or Sunday?
All right. So Jill has ran. Let the record state that Jill has ran away. I gave him the opportunity to throw down right now. He doesn't have the time to argue. He doesn't have the.
See, like saying that, like you bend to my will and you do it right now, or you're running away.
Yeah.
You see how dishonest that scumbag
Yeah, of
is.
course.
Aiden is
Well,
an
that's what he
absolute
has to
scumbag.
do because he can't contend.
Yeah, Aiden is this is the type of shit Aiden does, and I don't know why the other people around Aiden, especially in this environment, gangster ghosts, have no integrity or intelligence to call this rat for what he's doing.
Well,
all the
he's
time
one of
with his
them.
scumbag tactic. Well, of course
So-
he is. Oh yeah, and by the way,
that's
you'll get
the
to see
thing.
Pixie come in White Knight.
That's
for,
the thing with
for
atheists
Aiden.
is that an atheist will defend another atheist no matter what they're doing.
Or a heretic.
That's the difference
Christian heretic.
with Christians is that if another Christian is doing something wrong, I will call them out on that.
Correct.
Atheists will always stick together no matter what they're doing.
Scumbags, really. Tribal shit, tribal. cult
Well,
shit,
when you have
really.
no basis for your morality.
Yeah, why not, right? Why not
Yeah.
anything, really?
Time to
Right
debate,
now,
but he does have the
I don't
time
have
to
time.
argue about how he doesn't have time.
I
Tell me
don't
how
have
that
the
works.
time now, just like
He
you
has
said.
the time to tell me how he doesn't have time to debate.
This guy is such a
Y'all could have been
Because
20 minutes
I
into the debate.
say I don't have
Yeah,
time.
we could have been
I don't
20
have
minutes into a
time.
debate right now.
See, Jill. Now this is where it starts here, so you guys get to see this show pop up. This is where it starts because now you see what happens. Jill's been called a coward.
Now you realize
Oh
that
no,
if
Jill.
we
Jill's called Aiden a coward, and that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Aiden is an absolute spineless coward.
started the debate right when I threw down the gauntlet, we would have already been through our opening statement. We would have been through our opening
every 5
statement.
seconds.
We could have both
'Cause
opened
you're
up
a
our
coward.
original arguments, but that hasn't
You're a
happened yet
coward.
because you are not actually
A
interested in
bona
the debate.
fide coward. That's why.
Does anybody else in this room believe that I'm a coward? I'm
Saturday.
just wondering. Can we
Here you
take
go.
a
Here
poll?
you go. Polling the room.
Monday.
Daniel Newman. Daniel Newman.
Tuesday.
Am I
Yeah,
a
I think you're a
coward in your
coward.
estimation?
How
Aiden,
about we set the
you gotta
debate up
scream.
without him?
No, I like both of them. And I think if you guys really
Yes.
wanted to do a debate,
He's
it
the
could,
coward.
we
Jess,
could actually set
Jess,
this
I
up.
just want, Jess,
He
do you think
doesn't
I'm a
wanna
coward,
commit
Jess?
to
There you go. Set it up.
Set it up.
No, girly lips
Set it
tomorrow.
up.
Some people have
He
lives.
doesn't-
How Jill
Awake
went from
doesn't
them.
think I'm a
What are you
coward.
afraid of,
It's
Aiden?
quite
Achilles.
amazing.
Achilles, do you think I'm a
Quite
coward?
amazing.
Achilles?
Now he's gonna try to get affirmation from the panel. Do you think I'm a coward?
So
So Aiden is such a scumbag, and I'll tell you one of the other reasons he's probably trying to do this way, because Aiden is a scum rat, and the little people that think that Aiden is smart are also scum rats. So one of the things that Aiden is trying to do right now is set up an opportunity where Jill doesn't have an opportunity to prepare.
Yeah,
Because then
of
what
course.
Aiden will do is Aiden will try to find some sort of obscure term or word, that he'll ask if you have the definition of or of. He'll use some obscure version of a word or something to try to catch you off guard. And if you don't know that, he'll take that knowledge gap as some sort of claim to your level of intelligence, which is showing how stupid Aiden is. That he thinks that is that knowledge gap in one particular word or term, particularly an obscure one, that isn't commonly used, is somehow a sign of someone's lack of intelligence. That shows you how stupid Aiden actually is. But because Aiden's a scum rat, and his scum rat friends are definitely going to go ahead and allow him to get away with it because they just like oh, Aiden, you're so good. Oh, Aiden, yep, Aiden's got, they don't want to, rain on his parade, even though Aiden is a dumb, touched little scum rat who debates with really dishonest tactics and bad methodologies. So, proceeding.
for some reason, so we've got, what is it? Oh, Clay, now that you're here, I've got to ask you as well. Clay, do you think I'm a coward?
God ever
No, well, my friend said I am.
Yeah, my friends say I'm not. So,
we've got a room full of 8 people right now.
You know how fucking scummy that would be. You think about that, if I had a room of like 10 people or something like that, and they're all my friends.
Yeah.
Like, hey, could I get a raise of hands if I'm
Yeah.
a coward? What does that do?
That's
gonna
fair
do?
and
What does that
impartial,
even do?
sure.
Yeah, really. What does that even do? Really? I mean, what the probably put a poll in side chat before I'd poll the room and stuff, especially if it's all my friends in there. What the hell is that going to prove?
now.
Oh, we
8
got a
people in the
room full of
room,
people
and
that
for
are
some
stupid.
reason,
They
only
feel
one of them
sorry for
thinks
you.
that I'm the coward.
They feel sorry
Oh,
for you for what I'm
well,
doing.
here comes another.
Oh, really?
May I interrupt? May I interrupt? So try to, blessed be the peacemakers. So I gotta try.
I'll show you. Pay attention.
And
I'll prove it to
ask,
you.
why don't we just arrange the debate instead of fighting each other and saying you're a coward, no, you're a pussy, and you're this and you're that? Why don't you just agree?
Yeah. Just throw out some dates, see which one's fit for
That's
both
what
of
we're
you,
trying
and
to do.
we'll
We
work it
had
out.
2 dates that were not good for either of us. Let's pick a third date. He doesn't want to do the third date. He wants to cry about the fact that I'm not available now to debate. Like he's not.
Do you want to do it tomorrow?
At
Aiden?
8 o'clock.
I can do it on my
Tomorrow
show.
is fine.
I'm just waiting for the
8
opportunity to be able to
after 8
speak, but Jill's too busy filibustering.
After 8 p.m. Eastern, your time, right? You're Eastern.
It's coming up in a second. Bear with it, guys. They're trying to set the date.
So it'll be 8
I'm
PM
Eastern time, yeah.
You can put it 2 times
Okay, I'm
speed,
allowed to
like
speak now.
that's
1.5.
So I already in good faith gave
I'm in
Jill
this.
the opportunity to be able to talk with me and correspond with me in email. He told me yesterday. He told me, "Oh, I'm not allowed to speak anymore." Hold on.
Oh gosh. Nope. Let's stick with it, guys. Don't let him slither away like a little slimy slime ball.
Can we get screenshots? Okay, so you're both saying the same thing. Can we get screenshots?
Yeah. And Jill, I don't think it takes much courage to like.
I have an observation that I will back up Jill about Aiden being a coward.
Yeah.
I mean, if that helps.
Show you the emails he sent me.
Hey Jill.
I can't say that's
And
not
I think part of
You
it
know, I
has
may
to
not
do
know where
with the
Smokey
fact
is
that
right now,
Aiden
but I do
never
know for a fact that Smokey is
able
not
to
within
stop
300 feet of an
talking
elementary
to
school.
let someone else
I
talk.
do know for a fact that Smokey
So
Saint is
I would
not
like-
within 300 feet of an elementary school. I may
So
not
I
know
would-
where Smokey Saint is in the world right now, but
Okay, so do you
Just
see
keep
him repeating it
this.
3 times in a
Oh,
row?
oh, it's funnier now.
Did you see it? So here's the thing. So I'm coming in to make a point that Aiden can never shut up. He's a
coward.
garbage and he's coward. He's a coward because he can never shut up enough to let someone else talk when he's getting challenged or about to get put in his place. And what is he doing? Saying the same thing, deflection, avoidance, 3 times in a row to try and keep me from being able to speak. Do you see? So I'm coming in to say how Aiden is a bad faith debater, a garbage degenerate, not nearly as smart as he thinks he is, that just surrounds himself in a room of ass-licking sycophants that will let him feel somewhat intelligent, because he read a few books and he likes to spout some factoids and some obscure terms that probably few people know. And if he knows an obscure term that you don't know, well, that means he's smarter than you. That's how stupid Aiden is, that he thinks that that's how he proves intelligence. Only a stupid, pathetic little boy would think that that's how you go about showing you have some sort of grander intelligence than your opposition. So here we go, Aiden. Rewind it. So you
Aiden
guys
is
see.
a very stupid man's idea of what a smart man is.
Thank you.
Like
That
he's
is
a
great way
very
to say
he's a
that.
very
That's perfect.
stupid man attempting to look smart.
you for
And
that.
this is what he
Thank you.
thinks looks intelligent.
Thank you.
Is behaving
This is theatrics. Thank you. This is theatrics of a stupid, pathetic little boy trying to pretend to be intelligent. And if he comes across someone with the capacity for abstract thought and rationale and logic, it crumbles and falls apart. And as you're going to see, and he is going to crumble and fall apart because he is a coward. So watch this and watch how Aiden reacts to me coming in, to confronting him about a justification for my observation as a coward. Now, he polled the whole room. Did he not?
Yeah.
Did he poll the whole room? Say, does anyone think I'm a coward?
Yeah.
And all his friends said no. And now here
Except
comes
the one-
someone coming in to say, oh, no, you are a coward. And here's why. But that person's not allowed to speak. Doesn't want the poll from that guy. Doesn't want to hear the position from that guy. Better over talk it, find a way to distract and deflect so he can't put me in my place again.
Here's a genetic fallacy.
And also a genetic fallacy. I didn't even think I need to go that far with it. But yes, also a genetic, and lots of genetic fallacies in here. Pretty much everything to Smokey, you are this, and Big Meanie and Chomo this, and so we don't have to listen to you. That's not how philosophy works. That's not how logic works. That's not how debate works. And if any of you had 2 fucking brain cells to rub together, you would know that you look like idiots to anyone with half a brain or knows dick about debater philosophy. It's called the genetic fallacy, and it's completely irrelevant. And it just shows you're a dumb, mentally backwards, morally bankrupt little communist fascist shitbag who wants to keep people quiet, who don't say things that you agree with. And you're going to find any excuse you can to deflect and try and undermine the justification for them to speak, which is more of a critique on you than it is on me. So let's go back again to Aiden doing the very thing that I'm about to come in and expose him for doing, which makes him a coward. There we go.
It helps.
Show you the emails he sent me.
Hey Jill,
I can't say that's
And
not
I think part of
you
it
know, I
has
may
to
not
do
know where
with the
Smokey
fact
is
that
right now, but
Aiden
I do
never
know for a fact that Smokey
is
is
able
not
to
within
stop
300 feet of an
talking
elementary
to
school.
let someone else
I
talk.
do know for a fact that Smokey
So
Saint is
I would
not
like-
within 300 feet of an elementary school. I may not
So I
know
would-
where Smokey Saint is in the world right now, but I definitely know he's not close.
What is that thing, by the way? What is that illness that can like a developmental illness where like they have to like repeat? Is it autism?
Tourette's
Where they have
syndrome.
to repeat themselves
Tourette's
over and over
syndrome.
again? Is it
Tourette's.
Tourette's? Is that what? Is it a Tourette's episode?
Tourette's.
possibly?
Yeah, he's having a tick.
Is it a Tourette's episode?
Yeah,
Is that
he's
what-
having a tick. He's having a Tourette's tick, I guess, where he's just.
I mean, if he has Tourette's, he should tell us that so we don't
Yeah.
make fun of it. You know what I mean?
I don't think he
But-
does. I think he's just. an
But it
idiot.
sounds like Tourette's, right?
Oh, it
Like, sounds
absolutely
like a
does.
Tourette's
It also
episode.
sounds like a little boy who's not getting enough attention, so he's got to make a big spectacle of himself.
It kind of seems that way.
Yeah. Did mommy love you too much or not enough?
Whoa. Boy, that's spicy. Okay,
Well,
moving on.
someone obviously didn't know.
See, this is actually the point I came in to make. This is actually the exact point I came in to make.
I may not know where.
And I will back up.
Oh, I don't think it takes much.
Both don't
to speak anymore. Hold on.
Oh, guys. Nope. Let's stick with it, guys. Don't let him slither away like a little slimy slime ball.
Can we get screenshots? Okay, so you're both saying the same thing. Can we get screenshots?
Yeah. In jail, I don't think it takes much courage to like.
I have an observation that I will back up Jill about Aiden being a coward.
Yeah.
I mean, if that helps.
Show you the emails he sent me.
Hey Jill,
I can't say that's
And
not
I think part of
you
it
know, I
has
may
to
not
do
know where
with the
Smokey
fact
is
that
right now, but
Aiden
I do
never
know for a fact that Smokey
is
is
able
not
to
within
stop
300 feet of
talking
an elementary
to
school.
let someone else
I
talk.
do know for a fact that Smokey
So
Saint is
I would
not
like-
within 300 feet of an elementary school. I may
So
not
I
know
would-
where Smokey Saint is in the world right now, but I definitely know he's not close to any elementary school.
See, this is actually the point I came in to make. This is actually the exact point I came in to make as to why Aiden is a coward, because he never shuts up ever. He just dish gallops and railroads and filibusters and talks over people when he's losing, and he's a coward.
None of that describes
He's a
a coward.
spineless little spurgy rodent. And this is, and each time he's been challenged in a debate format, he can't shut his fucking mouth ever. I think this is the longest I've ever heard him be quiet, ever. In the entire time I've heard him on these channels.
Joe's
And so,
been
yeah,
doing 90% of the
you're a
talking.
coward. And we pulled up,
Oh, I'm
and we
sorry.
pulled up,
I'm sorry.
we
Is the
pulled up the
pedophile not done
interaction
speaking yet? The
with you
pedophile
and Jill.
isn't done
Well, I'm
speaking
not done.
I'm sorry.
Still.
I'll let the pedophile.
See, he has to. See, he has to.
Oh, because he has nothing to actually
can't.
say. He has to
cannot
make
let
up
me
bullshit.
finish. And I was about to talk about how I pulled up the last interaction between him and Jill, and we all sat there in the side chat for 15 minutes trying to figure out what the debate even was about or what was even being said, because every time Jill tried to talk or give some counterpoint or something, we couldn't figure out because Aiden would just start talking and never shut up. And I was going to mention it the other day and mention it as good case in point, extra evidence for people to go watch, because you won't even get to see Jill even get a single sentence out for like 15 straight minutes, at least for the part that I watched. And I don't know what happened before that. I imagine it was a lot of the same. Nikki, you were there. Nikki, you saw it. You were in Dave's channel when I was playing it. You saw it. You saw Aiden would not shut the hell up. Could not even let Jill finish a single sentence. And here he is again. I just want to finish my point, backing up my evidence of what I saw just the other day on this very channel that I am arriving on, of Aiden running his mouth nonstop, not even letting Jill speak. Okay? I'm going to mention it, but he can't let me get to that point. He can't let me provide, the evidence, the extra evidence to justify the fact that Aiden is a clown that just has to overtalk to try and win debates, because he's really not all that smart. And this is all just theatrics to try and convince people that he's smart. He's an idiot. And yes, he is soy. Thank you, Nikki. Come on. This guy reeks of an effeminate characteristics. No wonder the atheists love him. They love girly boys.
Yeah,
It's their favorite fucking thing. Kidding me? Absolutely. No wonder they love this shit.
I'm giving the observation, and you're just again proving the point. You can't shut up. You just cannot ever shut up. Ever, Aiden. It's amazing. What is actually wrong with you? Like, are you touched? Did you have bad upbringing? What is this?
You know all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, my
Fashion yourself like great debater, and your method of debate is just talk over the other side.
Hey, Jill, aren't you glad the convicted pedophile came to
There we
defend
go.
you?
There we go. Here, more gaslighting, more deflection, more avoidance of the point being made. You know what? Even if that was true, which it isn't, it doesn't change the fact that Aiden is a fucking coward. Okay.
Speaking of irony and power, speaking of irony and power, I'm about to, Smokey. I'm about to. Speaking of irony
and we made fun of him the other day, and here's someone else who can never shut the fuck up.
The last time I pointed out that it was weird that Smokey out of nowhere desperately tried to get my attention after calling me names because I pointed out his rage problems and then disappearing, oops, because of those charges.
What are you talking about, Pixie?
After I pointed that out, you got really desperate and you passed some messages. Hold on, you passed some messages through some people that said you had a question for me.
Is when you tried to shield for ACO.
And then I laughed at them, and I said I didn't really care what question you had for me, but since you're here and you went through the trouble of passing messages, what is that question you had for me, Smokey?
Smokey noticed me.
So you just get to come in and hijack what I'm saying to save Aiden, like you hijack to save ACO. This is what Pixie. This is what your embarrassment too.
I'm pretty sure I left. I don't think I hijacked anything. I'm pretty sure the conversation continued and then I left.
So the topic was Aiden is a coward. Aiden asked everyone to contribute if they thought Aiden was a coward. They all got their chance. I came in to answer Aiden's challenge about Aiden being a coward. And then here comes Pixie to change the entire topic of what I came in for to something else entirely, which is the question that back then and what it was, since Pixie ran from the question. Isn't that weird? Pixie spent weeks running from the question, but now suddenly reemerges. Real auspicious timing to demand I give her that question now while I'm showing what a coward rat fuck Aiden is. She'll run away from the question for weeks, but now all of a sudden, it's the perfect time to come in and hijack and derail for me instantly answering Aiden's very challenge that he put out there. Does anyone think I'm a coward? Yeah, I do. And I got a good argument, but I'm not allowed to finish it because, again, you're a coward. It's actually the point. The whole point of me coming in is to give you evidence to prove you're a coward by not letting me talk, only to have you keep me from talking to prove again that you're a coward. Thanks. Yeah, you guys did a real good job, knocking me down, right? Oh, Jill's here. Welcome, Jill.
Yeah, and there's Freeman running his fucking mouth again. Start timing him out for a minute. Every time he fucking says one more thing, you can keep running your mouth and you can come in here. You're welcome to talk. Come in here. You're not going to run your fucking mouth in chat.
There you go. Thank you.
That's bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
Here you go, mods. You have your instructions. Will Freeman's timed out until he
minute at a time. None of that long bullshit.
Yeah,
just give him a minute at a time. Everything he says.
So this is now Pixie coming in. She's going to demand that now I present her the question again that she ran weeks away from, because now is a good time. It's a good time to distract and from Aiden getting embarrassed and pointing out the thing that everyone knows, that this is who Aiden is, that there's something wrong with Aiden, that Aiden likes to pretend that he's more capable, more intelligent than he is. That if you really look at it, you take a critical eye at Aiden's interactions, you'll see that really he's just a motor mouth that filibusters and whines and engages in weird, bizarre pleas to just repeat himself over and over again, or just moan on and on and on. You don't keep the other side from possibly talking, and then therefore declares himself the winner. By the fact that he's prevented the other side from being able to talk. Only a very, very stupid, pathetic little child would have that type of methodology as to how they would win interactions and debates. And any type of somewhat semi-professional setting, Aiden would fall flat on his face. And certainly, probably only in this room and a few of the other atheist friends of his would he be allowed to act this way and be given any respect at all whatsoever. Aiden is an absolute dumb little rat clown. And he does not know the first thing about actual interactions. In fact, he doesn't even really seem to have a tangible grasp of personal social interactions at all. I mean, this just seems like someone who's just angry and angsty at the world and lashes out on the internet because no one in his real life likes him. Because he's a spurty, hard twat who thinks he's better than everyone. And who the fuck wants to be around that? But he can find, you know, a group of degenerates on the internet who are similar enough, ridiculous and absurd, who don't care about fallacies and idiocy while claiming to be caring about truth. And it's all just a theatrical game to pretend to be decent people when they're really the gutter trash of the earth. Good on you, Jill, for holding your ground up there, man. Really, honestly. But anyway, we'll finish this.
Hold out, and you
I'm
come in
pretty
to hijack
sure.
and deflect somewhere
I'm
else.
pretty sure the conversation continued, and I let it continue, and I left. Meaning I didn't
wasn't
hijack
done.
anything.
I
Hijacking. You mean that thing
wasn't
you're doing
done
right now?
pointing
That thing
out
you're doing
Aiden's
right now. Oh, I get it. It's projection. It's that thing you're
And
doing
you
right
wanna
now to save
hijack,
Jill.
and you
You're
wanna
hijacking to
deflect,
save.
and
You mean the
you
way
wanna go back over
you
somewhere
hijacked to
else,
save Jill? You mean the way you
'cause 80's
hijacked to
getting
save Jill?
exposed,
You mean the
just
way
like
you
you do to
hijacked to save
HBO.
Jill? You mean the
Here we
way
go.
you
Do you
hijacked to
see
save
these
Jill?
people can't shut the fuck up?
Oh, you mean like
These
you
people
are?
can
You're
never shut
so
the fuck
quiet.
up.
You're so quiet right now. The way you came in, hijacked the show to White Knight for Jill. You're so quiet. Keep projecting, Slimeball.
I didn't come into White Knight for Jill.
No.
Aiden put out a challenge.
Aiden asked,
Dixie, you
am I a
should
coward?
pay attention. You should pay attention better. It's not what happened. Aiden put an open challenge to the whole environment. Does anyone think I'm a coward? I answered that challenge. I didn't hijack shit. I came in at an auspicious moment where Aiden asked an open-ended challenge to everyone there, and I waited for that type of thing if I was going to go in at all, because otherwise it just would have been railroaded, and the dumb bullshit you just said might actually apply, or at least in some passive way, if I was just going in there to distract her. But I didn't. I had an open invitation to call out if Aiden was a coward. I went in to do that, and then you came in to hijack, Pixie. And you are a dishonest fraud, Pixie. You're just as bad as the Freemans and everyone else. You distract, you deflect, you lie, you're dishonest. You are a bad faith interlocker. You really are. And you make shit up. And you have bad arguments and bad observations. I'm about to get to one of them right now. And I'm going to answer it for you out of your desperation, because this is probably, I hate to say it, one of those Me Too chicks that we're dealing with, bully ball women.
Yeah, and this
no matter what,
falsetto,
even when they're full of shit thing. Go ahead.
this falsetto thing that you're putting on is really not attractive, and everyone can see through it that you don't really sound like that.
She
like
wants to
it's
sound like a pixie.
it's weird that a grown woman would want to sound like that, but
She's like in her 40s or something.
I'm-
She's got adult kids, so I don't know what that.
yeah, I don't know. This is just Jill is completely right. This is another instance of a weak beta bitch who needs women to come to bat for them.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is, because you need the strong woman because the man is a bitch. This is too common now.
It's sad, isn't it?
It's very common though. That's all that's on the left. That's all that's on the left, on the atheist, fucking lefty horseshit side. That's exactly the side that Aiden is on. And he makes himself look like a fool.
Or the
Okay,
observation
SS
that
Slime
Aiden is a
Ball.
coward.
Okay,
And I have
SS
an
Slime Ball.
observation
Keep
to
going,
declare,
SS Slime
and
Ball.
none of
You
them
just
are
never
doing
shut
enough.
up. You just never shut up. You just come in here to hijack so you
I
can
came
white
in to make
knight
a point,
SS
Pixie,
Slime
which
Ball.
I still haven't been allowed to finish.
May
One point to make.
May I respond to that?
Yeah, nobody's going to give you the time to finish
Well,
your
then
point.
you're all fucking cowards. Then you're all fucking idiot cowards using genetic fallacies and an election, trying to hide the fact you can't contest.
A little child.
Cool story,
All
SS Slime Ball.
the
Project
world
some more.
from every lying whore on the
Projectile
planet
vomit some
will
more,
make you-
SS Slime Ball. Projectile vomit some more, SS Slime Ball.
Hey guys, I just
talking
want
about
to
that
say,
You guys are all
GG,
cowards.
having
And you know,
this
it's good that you do all this in GG's Hangout, where you never talk about. It's a good thing you're doing it here. Because
Bunny,
you
I
guys
have a
get to
channel and you've
avoid
never been
any type
there.
of
Bunny, I have a
moderation
channel
to
and you've
answer
never been
anything and
there.
allow people
Bunny,
to
I
finish
have
the
a
point.
channel and you've never been there.
I don't even know
Your
who
channel
messed
is
with this
fucking
shit,
irrelevant,
to be
and
honest
nobody
with you.
cares about your content.
Idiot retard clowns. I'm
I've
done.
never been
Whatever.
there
You guys are
either.
idiots.
So have
an opportunity.
neither has anyone.
I truthfully only know
Who?
Pixie, from her showing up in other chats.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I only know her from showing up in other people's
Literally,
channels.
the only time I have ever seen her is someone else's channel.
I don't even know what
Who
type of
the fuck is she?
I don't even know what type of content she makes. I have no clue.
Probably nothing. Probably
Oh,
Keep
we'll
far
make this
away from
guy-
your children,
the
especially if
the
they're
guy
minors.
don't listen because Smokey gave you a little bit of time to think.
You guys
so
don't find it like
be a
fun?
man.
Hey,
You're a date at a time. How about it,
May,
Aiden?
may I respond to Smokey real quick?
Ah,
Can
I
you
want
just
to
say goodbye
respond
to
to
Gigi?
Smokey.
I never even
Goodbye,
got to
Gigi.
finish. What are you
I mean-
responding to, Aiden? What are you even responding to, Aiden? I didn't even get to finish. So what are you responding to, Aiden? What is he even responding to?
And is
Now,
that
tomorrow
is
he's
that
gonna run his
unreasonable?
little
No, wait. How is it
off
unreasonable for me to
It's a
respond to
joke.
somebody
Man,
after they just came in and
Because
said
you didn't
hello?
let me
to
finish
me?
the point.
mascara. He's gonna wipe his mascara off.
He didn't
No, I'm
say
just
Guys,
wondering how is that
proud.
unreasonable
Chill. Say
to
chill.
ask to respond to somebody
Why did
after they
call
came in?
someone a
and-
coward?
I have a question. Wait, can I
Give
ask?
up
Can I ask
online.
Smokey my question? Can I ask Smokey my question? Smokey said she lied about her age, but Smokey also.
Now keep in mind, I've already
I
left
don't
the
want
chat.
to. Yeah,
I've already left the chat.
there's no point in even.
No,
engaging
no,
with
I'll
these
address it. I don't care. I already put out that post date challenging the bitch. She's missing the point.
said
of
that her
the entire
parents
thing.
gave information. So my question for Smokey is, did the parents also lie about the minor's age for you to feel better?
Well, you decide, Pixie. You go back and listen to the interview, and you decide whether she was lying or the parents were lying. I've been asking everyone this entire time to clarify it for all of us. We would like to know which one was lying. So if your answer is the parents are lying based upon what the mother said in that interview stream, then go with that. If you think that she's lying, the victim that you're trusting for the narrative, supposedly the victim, that you're trusting with the narrative, then you have to say that she was lying and the mother was telling the truth. I'll operate with either one you want to go with. You go ahead and decide. In terms of lying about her age, that wasn't actually a major point other than the fact that this is the type of person she is that goes out there and does intentionally lie about her age to get interactions, or certainly did back then, lie about her age to get interactions with people older. It was about her showing a tendency and a pattern earlier in her life where she was going out and basically turning people into predators, which makes her a predator because she's looking out to destroy people's lives and destroy them in some type of way for their own sexual gratification. It's the definition of a predator. So you may think, I don't know, maybe you want to come and present an argument that teenagers can't be predatory. I'd love to hear it. I really would. I'd love to hear that argument, that it's impossible for a teenager to be predatory in relationships. I'd love to hear what that argument looks like. And you're welcome. I put up a post, and this is available. Let me go grab it. You guys can go read this too. We're going to get ready to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We gotta get something to eat before we do some more other stuff here tonight.
I'm really just gonna do like a ladies' night blood sport night, and I want her to come in.
I think it would be great.
Yeah, really. I'm just gonna do ladies' night blood sports, and she can come in, and Olive can come in.
So Pixie is called out. I am happy to have a moderated discussion with Pixie to settle up some of the stuff that she can't seem to work out. Pixie is one of these people, and keep in mind, these gutter trash types of these atheists are everywhere, and Pixie is no exception. Pixie will look at something with a very, very tiny surface cursory glance and pretend that she somehow mastered all of the information therein, that she somehow knows everything and has the ability to draw a good conclusion and a good judgment. And many times she has just done the basic bare minimum possible to understand a topic or a situation or anything that's going on. And it's very frustrating because a lot of atheists do this. And the odd thing is the hypocrisy of it all is that the atheists do this are the ones that claim to be the more rational, the more elevated than us dumb Christians, that they only believe things that have good evidence and good justification to actually believe. Well, we're going to test that. And that is basically going to be my challenge to Pixie, because I've already got Pixie's number. I know what she's about. I saw her years ago, and I've seen her. She's not any different these days. And you could see that she has a similar tactic to basically like Aiden does: deflect, distract, hijack, and then also dish gallop, and just run your mouth and filibuster and keep the other side from talking, even when they are attempting to answer or respond to the very question that you just employed. So, Pixie, I do call you out. You are an embarrassment in terms of the debate sphere, which is why you seem to usually only spurt around in these very low intelligence, type of networks that allow the type of disgusting, shitty conversational tactics that you employ and Aiden employs as well. So I'm happy to have a moderated conversation as long as there's some sort of assuredness of equal time or close to equal time in terms of the exchange. I don't care where it is. I don't care who does it. I will handle it just absolutely fine. No matter who it is, you will not. and you will be shown for the hypocrite fraud that you actually are. And I look forward to it. I chomping at the bit of the idea. So Pixie, you're tagged in this video, and I got you tagged in this post to where I would love to have you show up and do a moderated discussion. And you can ask me those types of questions. And I can ask you questions about your epistemology, your justification for your beliefs, the things that you choose to believe, and whether they're justified or not, and whether the methodology that you employ generally to your atheism or very important parts of your belief network are applied consistently and universally in all aspects, or if you're just some dumb, spurging, wandering, low intention, intelligent, cultural NPC, that just wants to believe whatever you're programmed to believe, whatever the culture at large has told you is right or should be accepted or should be adopted. I'm going to find out. I want to find out. And I'm happy to have that interaction with you. Pixie, you knew clearly today that I had a question for you that emerged weeks ago. You never sought me out until today to go in and ask to have that question answered. You had plenty of opportunities, Dave's stream, my stream, many streams. I think even a couple of Gangster Ghost streams, you had a chance to come up and ask me to go ahead and present that question to you again and get an answer. But you ran away. You didn't have anything interesting to do to it. But then when I'm coming in and wrecking and owning one of your stupid little retard atheist friends, well, now all of a sudden it's convenient for you to show up and demand me stop wrecking retard little Aiden and now direct my question at you, the very question that supposedly you knew about for a long time and I've been running from this entire time. But now is the time so that you can use it as an excuse to save your idiot little rat friend. So good job. Good show. Expose yourself for the gutter trash. I know you are, Pixie, and I'm happy. Let's do this. I'm good. You think you know so much? You think you got it all figured out? I don't think you actually know anything. I don't think you actually looked into much of anything at all. I think you heard what some of your idiot retard friends said, and I know this is how you absorb a lot of your information, Pixie, because you're a scumbag human being, is that you just hear one of your retard atheist friends, who are all liars and degenerates just like you, say something and you just adopt it as fact and you just run with it. And you don't even really understand maybe even the context, if it even was said at all. You don't understand the context of what's even being presented or what the point is. That you have a time frame gap here in a tiny little window with someone who has a tendency to lie about their age and lie about facts and details in the history. And you want to skip over all that to focus on this little minute thing of trying to apply it directly to the situation where it's really a statement of character of generality. But this is not someone to be trusted. This is not someone to trust who has a narrative, especially one decades afterwards. It just doesn't make sense. So this is the point. You missed the whole point. You don't really look at anything. You don't really listen to anything. You just, go along with your echo chambers and your dumb little butt buddies, that'll go along with the dumb shit you and your dumb cow friends say. And you won't really think about it. You won't go back and actually look and see what the information is, or what even, maybe you're perverting an argument, not even realizing what's actually being said. Maybe that would happen. So you're welcome. I'm happy anytime. Pick a spot, pick a mod, pick a channel, whatever. Do it here. Pick a mod over here. I'll give mods over to someone else, and they can come in and sit in. Dave could do it. You can bring one of your friends in. Well, not Will Freeman. That'd be a catastrophe. That guy's a real fucking idiot.
He won't even come in this room.
And a scumbag who also does the same thing Pixie does, white knighting. Not one of your white knight retard scumbags that helps
No,
you
I
defend
say let him.
Really? You
let
know
him.
that would turn, okay, whatever. Fine.
Let him. No,
Whatever.
if you're
She
so
says
big and
fine.
bad.
Okay, fine. All right, fine.
Like, no, this. Because really, I don't think she has anything to say. She's
You know what,
just
Pixie?
making
And
her
then, by the way,
nonsense.
here's another offer, because I'm sure Lowe's okay with this. You don't want to debate me? Debate Lowe.
I'll debate her. Absolutely.
You
No,
don't-
I'd
you don't
love to
want-
talk to her.
you don't
I've
want to
tried to talk to her before, and she won't talk to me. She just bans
There you
me
go.
in chat.
There you go, Pixie. My wife would love to have an interaction with you, and she's a sweetheart. She really is.
Uh,
Well, you're definitely softer.
of the two of us, yes.
Yes, definitely. You pulled me back. Let's be real. I clearly want softer. Well, I guess I pulled you back sometimes too, but that's
Fair.
all right. So anyway, so that's what we have, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we kind of wrap it up. I guess
Were we going to address the thick shades thing?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we might not really have time.
It's so
Yeah,
okay,
who
real
gives
quick,
a fuck?
Real quick. Okay, Thick Shades tags me all the time.
Yeah, in everything. Because he has nothing else to do in his life. He's a loser.
Multiple times a day. And it's taken recently to criticize me, of course, our relationship, which he has
Yeah.
right to do something about, but it's still just trying. Yes, by attacking things he knows something about, trying to at least cast some shadow or shade what is a wonderful occasion of us together and bring our lives together and push forward to the future and complete our plans. But Thick Shades wants to, attack that. But then you pulled up an interesting comment today.
Yeah.
Thick Shades verified that you and Olive are actually married.
Yeah. They're married in his eyes.
We're not.
But we're
in his
not.
eyes, who are sitting right next to each
Yeah.
other right now. But two people over there who've never even met or been in the same room together.
I'm not laughing.
Oh,
Sorry.
over there, that mic drop. Over there, we're not real. We're sitting right next to each other right now. We're not real. But Dude and Olive over there, they're real. They're the real ones. That's what Thick
never
Shades
met.
is. Yeah, never met.
As far as
Never
we
met.
know.
Never
As
been in
far
the
as
same
we
room.
know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they have and they just won't confirm it. I find that hard to believe, but
wouldn't that be weird, by the way?
Wouldn't that be weird if you get
Get,
consistently
like a piece of any, like we show after we were together, we had pictures. We showed pictures.
Well, but dude won't show pictures of himself. I'm not sure why.
Well,
we have theories, but he won't show pictures of himself. So that could be why. Maybe. Well, Olive also. Yeah, Olive also wants to criticize our relationship, but she won't talk to me.
Trust me, I got some stuff coming.
Yeah.
But we'll just use his logic. We'll just use his argument. We use his methodology, and he's not going to like it. Trust me, he's not going to like it. So we'll look forward to that. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up and head out. We got to go get ourselves a little something to eat. We have a few things to do this evening, but thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for participating. Please, if you haven't already, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and bell notifications so you're alerted of all the new shows that we have coming on. Sorry for not really getting around to more of an open room type thing. We do have an afternoon to take care of. So, but thank you guys, really. I appreciate all the support, the prayers for Lowe's safe arrival. I appreciate that. I hope everyone has yourselves a really, really great day. And definitely we will be back at the very least on Sunday. I don't think I might do something tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But at least Sunday I'll be over at James's Tires channel. So go over there and subscribe to James's Tire. Set up your notification there to show up because I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up and I'm going to bet that Praise doesn't. I'm going to bet that he's a coward. And he's going to make every single excuse not to. And always remember, yes, we are back. That hashtag, we are back. So we're all back.
We are.
We're just back. That's how it is. Yeah, absolutely.
We're like the Borg in Star Trek.
But thank you so much, guys, and thank you for all the support. Thank you, Moms, for all your hard work, and panelists, and everyone in the cult, and everyone in Discord. Thank you, guys, and all your hard work and trying to, fight the good fight. We appreciate it. That's good stuff. So take care of yourselves. Everyone have yourselves a good night. And Mr. and Mrs. Smith is saying, we're signing up. Take care, guys.